हम तो बताएंगे, डंके की चोट पे खड़े होकर बताएंगे, मस्जिद के स्पीकर में खड़े होकर बताएंगे कि तुम्हारे Oh my God. Hello everybody. How are you? Hello everyone. मेरी आवाज आ रही है? I never even checked कि मेरा माइक काम कर रहा था कि नहीं कर रहा है. Oops. किसी ने तो हाथ लगाया है इस माइक को. I wonder who that was. Wonder who that was. Ow, ow. Okay, there we go. आवाज आ रही है मेरी? हेलो हेलो हेलो. Checking 1 2 3 1 2 3. आवाज आ रही है मेरी? मुझे बता दीजिए. हेलो हेलो माय ट्यूब. हाय. Salam, namaste, Sansrika. Hello, everybody. How are you? How are you? Don't mind me in my robe. It is getting cold. Okay. It's starting to get cold. The miserable time of the year. It's the most miserable time of the year. When the snow is falling and Mali is tittering. Yes, आवाज आ रही है. चलें ठीक है. Thank you, Farooq ji. How are you guys? How are you? I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Sorry, I'm broadcasting a little late. I told you last week when I did a show at this time, and I said I will do my English shows. I will try to do them at this time because, on the weekends, it's better for me. I can force myself to stay awake. I should have done this tomorrow because literally I was sitting there at like 10:15 and I'm like, I was almost passing out because I've been up since 7. So by this time I'm sleeping most of the time. But I was like, no, I have to go live. I didn't even go live this morning because I had some commitments. I had to take my daughter somewhere. So, family comes first. But I rescheduled my Urdu stream for tomorrow morning. So, like, I don't know, 12 hours from now, 14 hours from now, I'm going to be live for my Urdu one. But I thought I would start doing these streams in English and, get our Western audience, right? Namaste, namaste, ji, namaste. So I am doing good. I'm doing good. I won't lie. I'm a little sleepy. Okay. I'm a little sleepy. मुझे थोड़ी सी नींद आ रही है. मैं सोने का कर रही थी. मगर anyways, guys, share, share, share. Guys, you have to share. Look, I was almost about to go to sleep and I didn't sleep. I came here for you. And now you can't even share. Can't even share. All you have to do is lift one finger and press a button. That's all you have to do. Okay, and don't forget to like the video. How could you be so fresh at this time? Please share. I am not that fresh. That's why you can see my makeup is kind of like running and stuff, And if you want to support my work and if you like my work, then you can support us by super chats. You can send through PayPal. You can become a member on Patreon. You can become a member of this channel. Not my English channel, but this one. And you can join my OnlyFans. No English. Oh, I'm sorry. You don't understand. Okay, so come back tomorrow, Faruqji, in the morning. I will be doing an Urdu stream. So there's a lot of stuff that is happening. It's almost like 11 o'clock. So I'm going to shut it off like at 12 because I can't go longer than that. I need my sleep. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to start with the first news, which is going on. And I'm pretty sure if you haven't heard, then I don't know. I don't know where you've been. It is something that is kind of exciting at the same time scary to watch, which I'm talking about the hijab uproar in Iran. So if you haven't seen it, you can go on Twitter. Oh, Binder is right there. Okay, so you can see hijab is trending right here. Iran revolution is trending, and there's 399K tweets of that. Hijab is like at 24.9K tweets, Saudi Arabia and all this stuff. Oh my God, what is this? There's so many messed up things happening in this world. Like I just can't handle it. So if you haven't heard, there was a girl named Masha Amini. Okay, Amini or Amini. I don't know how you pronounce that, but Masha was Masa, I think, not Masha. Masa. So she was actually arrested by the moral police because there is a moral police in Iran that sees you if you're walking around, like, we have cops here in our Western countries. So what happens is, like, if I'm walking around and I have my hijab, like, for example, I have my hijab, right? But let's say, yeah, so I'm wearing a hijab. Sorry. I'm wearing a hijab, right? But my hair is showing a little bit like this. So she was arrested for not wearing her hijab properly. Now, I'm not too sure if it was this much hair showing or whatever the case was. She was not wearing her hair properly, the hijab properly. She was arrested. She was taken, and then she was tortured to a point when I think she was in the hospital. She was pronounced brain dead, and then she actually died. She actually died. Like, can you believe that? Over a piece of freaking cloth. A piece of cloth. These men. Swear to God, if there was ever to be like another world again, I think women should be the rulers. Yes, this is life. Yes. So the women should be ruler, and we should make the same laws for these men, these kind of men that do this kind of thing. So anyhow, after that, all everybody got like everybody has been frustrated. They have been ruled over for so many years by the Khomeini and under the Islamic law. Of course, you have had enough. So the people, I guess that was like, the breaking point for all of them, and they came out all on streets, and all you see is people revolting against this Islamic regime. I've seen a lot of activists that are in Canada, in US, all around the world. Actually, they're raising up their voice for that, and they have been raising their voice up for this for a long, long, long time. So this hijab issue has come very strong, and what that what that means is that, in Western countries, we have our leftists, right? Like Justin Trudeau and other people. We have people like Ilhan Omar. We have people like Linda Sarsour that are given platforms, that are made famous, and they're made the face of Islam, right? Justin Trudeau meets with these Muslim people on TV, and you will see every single Muslim woman in hijab. Now, majority of Muslim women here don't wear hijab. Majority. I think there's only like 5% of women in Canada that I have seen maybe wearing a hijab. Majority of them, whether they're from Iran, Afghanistan, from Syria, Somalia, or Pakistan, India, doesn't matter. Majority of the Muslim women don't wear hijab. It is a very small minority that wears the hijab. Okay? So, but the what left wants you to see is that this is how a Muslim woman's supposed to look, like the hijab. It's like the identity politics, and it's all that, right? And then we have Vogue that prints this thing here. Let me just show you this. um it, so there was Nike that was promoting, what do you call, they were promoting, where did it go? Yeah, so there has been many times, that Vogue has, like, this right here, and this is not the first time. Like this, you see Ilhan Omar on a Vogue Arabia. No, there was another one. I was trying to look for it. It was like a new one that was here. Anyhow, so the Vogue magazine, whether it is a Vogue magazine, whether it is Nike promoting, oh, the first hijabi to play basketball, oh, the first hijabi to enter this, oh, the first hijabi to enter that. And then all these hijabis living in the Western countries, where it's a democratic, secular countries, they are saying hijab is a choice. Hijab is a choice. Hijab is a choice. Don't think so. I don't think to Masha it was a choice. She didn't want to wear it. A lot of women don't want to wear it. It's forced upon them. So these women that go around making this propaganda, hijab is a choice, hijab is a choice. It is not a choice. It's only a choice because you live in a democratic country, because you have secularism where you live. If you were living under an Islamic law or Islamic regime, like such as Iran or Afghanistan, if you were in Afghanistan, burqa would be the best thing for you. You know that burqa with like those holes? Have you guys seen that? Like that is the most oppressive thing that I have ever seen. Like, I don't understand how women think of themselves so low to put that on, but some of them don't have a choice, right? I'm just talking about the women that have a choice and they do it. I don't know how you do it, right? So I'm gonna show you this burqa because there's um different kind of things, right? So let's see the burqa. Yeah, so this is a burqa that is worn in Afghanistan. So hijab is just, covering your hair, but burqa and burqa and niqab is like when you cover yourself like this. So there's different types, right? So this one right here would be like a niqab. It's a burqa, but you can still see the eyes, right? So it's like a niqab. See, this is like a niqab. Now, this, on the other hand, where you can only see a net, you oh, what this is. This definitely can be a Halloween costume. I really think I am going to go. I'm gonna wear a burqa for Halloween this year. I think that's what I'm gonna be for Halloween this year. What do you guys say, huh? I dress up as that. OMG, I shouldn't be laughing, but this is jokes. This is jokes. Like, why? Why? This one, look at this. Look at this. What is this? What it $65 Canadian. $65. How many bikinis do you think I can make out of this? I can make a lot of bikinis after I'm done using it. This looks like Casper the Ghost. I mean, if I go out looking like this, I'll be confused as a ghost. What are you? I'm a niqabi. I have a burqa. I'm a Muslim. According to Justin Trudeau, I'm a Muslim woman. Thank God he doesn't like make them wear this. But anyways, you would probably see this here too. I've seen it here. I've seen it this in Canada. So if you're doing this by choice in Canada, I have nothing. I don't know what to say to you. But imagine living your life like this, seeing the world through a net always. I just feel so sad. Like when you're brainwashed from your childhood into believing that this is how you were supposed to be. Otherwise, you're going to burn in hell. Like so much, so much. They don't even know what life is all about. Like so many things you're missing out on. I mean, the men are the problem. They're the ones that should be wearing this. Like it's the men that are the problem. So anyhow, so this whole uproar is going on in Iran. And what I was hearing from a lot of people a lot of, I would say, activists from Canada or US, they run their spaces on Twitter. So they are saying, I'm not too sure now, but they are saying that this is going to be the another revolution. You know how Iran had the revolution before. This is going to be another one. So as you can see, this is also Iran revolution is also 401k now. See, so it's trending and it's trending hardcore. So they're thinking that they're going to topple the regime. And you can see here, look at that. Like people are actually resisting to these policemen or whatever they are, the moral police. But they're actually resisting to them. They're fighting back. They are fighting back. I mean, I've seen a few of them get their butt kicked, but you see, like, and then backing up. But I've also seen them. Oh shoot! But I've also seen them harass other people. Actually, they yesterday, I believe it was, or day before yesterday, they killed another girl, another 20-year-old or 22-year-old. I'm not too sure what her name is, but she was also killed. So there has been two deaths that I know of, two women that have, one was killed because she wasn't wearing the hijab properly, and the second one was killed during these protests. And then there was a news that a 10-year-old girl also got shot in the head. So as you can see, that it's very tough time for Iranians everywhere. There has been protests in Toronto. There is protests in US. Everybody is out. I'm not too sure about UK, but I'm pretty sure People are probably coming out there. UK's got their own problems going on right now. They're dealing with their own like set of things. So, but anyhow, if you haven't done, go ahead and you can go and look into more into the Iran revolution. Let me know in the comment section below. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think is not going to happen? So the last news that I was like, this is that came today too, saying that the internet was also blocked. I was listening to some of the news or watching this, and they said, yeah, the internet has been shut off in Iran. And then Elon Musk tweeted saying that he is going to be activating Starlink in Iran. So I don't know if that happened or not, but he was saying 106 million followers. Look at that. So he did tweet this morning that he's going to activate the Starlink is meant for peaceful use only to help mend the fault in our stars. Where did he say that? I don't know, but I saw his tweet earlier. It is September 13th. This is too far back. Yeah, no, I saw his tweet somewhere today. It was 19th, I don't know, but he was doing something about it. I don't know. I saw it earlier somewhere. But yeah, so he is helping them get some internet and stuff. Let's see what is going to happen. Thank you, Manoji. Thank you, Hadrian Haman. Thank you so much. Please, guys, share this with your friends and family. Make sure you like the video. That's how the algorithm works. If you like it, if you share it, it reaches out to more people. Sitting here talking, I like to do it, but I would like for people, this to reach out to other people. I know there's a lot of people talking about this, but it's good to get our points across. I'm not only talking about Iran, I'm going to be talking about other things happening in other countries. So people get to know what is happening, like a lot of Canadians, if I'm reaching out to the Canadians, I know there's not much in here, but I am going to start going live on my Facebook, which has a lot of Canadians, like Gora Canadians, white Canadians. um and they're interested in what's happening all around the world, right? Like they don't know, because we are here in our own problems. We have tons of our own problems. Okay, the biggest problem is Justin Trudeau. Okay, we have the biggest problem is Justin Trudeau. We just had was he fired? I don't know. The conservative leader, I think he quit or resigned. I'm not too sure, but now we had to pick another one, right? So we've got a new leader now in the house. So there's a lot of stuff going on here anyways. Then there is the vaccine mandates going on. People are saying that a lot of people that have taken the vaccines are dying. About dying, like, tell me this is strange. So many young people, have you noticed in this year, so many young athletes, singers, actors have just dropped dead. Just dropped dead. They were playing a second and the next second they were gone. Gone. There was a case in Saskatchewan where a woman got her booster and she died there. Okay. And then there was a guy, a 17-year-old last year, and they were just, there's trend going on for him too. His name is, I believe his name is Justin something. His name is also Justin. And that guy, the little kid, took the vaccine in September. And I think it was like immediately after taking, I don't know if it was a vaccine or the booster, immediately after that, he started feeling unwell. There was like different health issues with him and he died. Just died. Like a lot of these are having cardiac problems, heart problems. Young people are having heart problems. So anyways, I'm not saying that it is because of vaccine or whatever, but that's what people are saying. Now, I went to my neighbor the other day and he was fine. He's an older gentleman, yes, but it could be his age. But after the whole vaccine thing, his eyes, he's got this eye problem where his eyes just shut. So they had to really give him some medicine, and I don't know what he's on now to like even work, because he works and all of a sudden it was stopped, right? So I don't want to say that it is because of vaccine or not, but it happened immediately after he took all those shots and stuff. I don't know. I'm just putting it out there because it's just so strange how young people are just dying, dropping dead. There's an actress, she dropped dead. There's like so many players, sports, dead, musicians, dead. And they're not dying like from like long-term problems. No, just dead. No health issues, no nothing. So it's very strange, you know. So anyhow, like I was saying, we have our own problems here. So Canadians tend to obviously look at their problems first, and then if something like Iran, that what's happening now, it becomes big news. You know, the war in Russia, it's a big news. So then, you know, but nitty gritty small things happen like in Pakistan, and it's not small for us, but for them it's small, right? So what did I want to discuss with you guys next? Okay, so yeah, there's a very interesting, we have big problems in Canada. We have big, 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 humongous problem. You know, humongous problem, and I'm going to show you how. Canadians look at their problems first, and when they can't fix it, they blame the West for what's happening in the rest of the world. Well, the rest of the world blames us anyways. The rest of the world, when I speak to a lot of Pakistanis and Indians, that's their narrative too. That it is the West, mostly not Canadian, but America, that is messing around this whole world, right? And obviously then the Britishers, because they ruled over India. So yeah, but all that stuff, right? So they all do blame, and to a certain extent, yes, they should be blamed for certain things. Yes, but I don't know. Let's move on to the big. Right now, there's a big problem in Canada. Let me share that with you. When I when I first saw this, I was like, this can't be serious. I was like, there's no way. You know, there's so many news I see, and I'm always like, this cannot be real. There's no way this is going to be real. And it turns out to be real. It's just nowadays you can't like cross out anything. No, no, no. It is real. All right. So let me show you. So this lady, well, let me rephrase that. Let me rephrase that. Okay. Yes. So so this lady right here, okay, this man, lady, it. So this person, I don't know. He, him, his, I don't know. I don't know what his pronouns, her pronouns, its pronouns are. So I'm not too sure what to call it because I don't know its pronouns. And I don't want to misrepresent or mispronounce its pronouns. Otherwise, it's going to be transphobic. All right. So this is a man who has transformed into a woman, right? But this man was also a teacher, or I don't know if he got the job after. But this is a school board in the Peel region, which is not too far from Brampton, Mississauga. I think it is around there. It is in Oakville. Oh yeah, it's in Oakville. So there is a lot of Daisies up there too, in that sense, in that area. Now his video went viral. Where is that video? Where is that video? I want to show you that video that went viral on the internet. I don't know who recorded it. Yeah, so right here you can see. You see, so
place
she
called Trafalgar High School in Oakville, Ontario. That's right across the lake from Niagara Falls.
I guess it teaches.
So this week, video surfaced on the internet from a place called Trafalgar High School in Oakville, Ontario. That's right across the lake from Niagara Falls. These videos show a teacher called Stephen Hanna, who apparently has been employed at Trafalgar High for several years. Recently, Hannah decided to dress like a woman, or more precisely as a grotesque caricature of a woman.
But it wanted to wear some boobs. It went a little overboard. I mean, so these are not real, obviously. These are prosthetic boobs, all right? Now, my question is, why this size? Like, how can you even function with that? Like, I think mine get in the way sometimes. Really, like it hurts. Like sometimes, you know, when they're just like drooping, wearing the bra and everything. Like, imagine, why would you want this? No, Mo. That is Jessica Yaniv. That was Jessica Yaniv. This is someone else. I don't know its name. I don't know it. The name, but I will try to see. But it's a teacher in in Oakville. So somebody made a video of and this is what happened, and everybody's backlashing, and the school hasn't suspended it or nothing because they were like, whatever, they're like, don't be transphobic. Okay, you transphobic people. So all these transphobic people went out to Oakville school to protest. Okay, I don't think her name or its name is out there because I guess people don't want. So anyhow, and there's tons of pictures of it. Tons of pictures of it. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to laugh, but I'm sorry. Like, you could have done something reasonable. Like, we women don't want, like, you look pregnant. You look pregnant. You don't look like a woman. I'm sorry. I am so sorry to break it to you. You do not look like a woman. This is not how we look. No. Even though even though we don't look like this, I'm sorry, no, we don't want to look like this, we don't aim to look like this. No, us women don't look like that. No, the biggest boobs I saw on a woman probably was Pamela Anderson, or no, there's another woman, I remember her, she's also turning herself black. So yeah, but even hers are not that big. These are obviously not real. But if you're going to go for prosthetics, like, be decent. If you're going to be a woman, blend in. Blend in. Why you want to stand out in this way? You want to do it, that's fine, but don't do it this way. Oh, somebody just sent me a tip from UK. Ooh, la la. Dekhiye. See, somebody just joined my OnlyFans, and two people just joined my OnlyFans and sent a tip. Thank you so much if you're watching here. आपके थंबनेल में इसको मैंने भी प्रेग्नेंट समझा था वो मैं दूसरी वाली लगा नहीं सकती ना. I couldn't put on the other one because YouTube is also very sensitive. Like, even though it's not naked, nipples are very pointy, very cold. That's one more thing. Like, us women, we wear a bra, so our nipples, when we're cold, are not like shooting at you guys. And which I think we shouldn't wear. I think a lot of women are going braless too these days because they're like, free the nipple. Which I wouldn't mind. But if I ever go outside, which I don't, without a bra, I do get a little, I'm just like this. I try. Or if that is the case, I just do this, so I hide it. Sometimes I don't go out, but I don't also like wearing a bra. It's like, imagine something so tight, you've got on your body all the time. So yeah, so this I thought, this is what Canadians are busy with right now. Okay, this is a big, huge news right now, and obviously the parents are like, what the hell is this? What the hell is this? Why would you? We have no problem with a trans person teaching, but I'm sorry, this is like over sexualization of us women. We don't want to be sexualized like that. We are not women. Being a woman doesn't mean that you have huge boobs. That is just a man's brain who is obsessed with boobs, right? That is a man's brain that, ooh, women with this big boobs. So it goes out and gets big boobs. We don't think that way. Even if you want big boobs, nobody wants this big boobs. If we were to search like biggest boobs ever, boobs, let's see what we're gonna okay, never mind, I might take that back. But normally women don't have these kind of big boobs. All right, I'm even like, I'm scared to share my screen. I'm scared because I think I spoke wrong, maybe. But majority of women don't look like this. Majority of us don't look like this. Okay, so I don't know. I don't want to share this. I think I should stop sharing this just because YouTube is very sensitive. So you get the picture, okay? You can go type on Google biggest boobs out there, and you will see. You will see the biggest boobs. You will see, right? Mahleej, go topless and hide your breasts with your hair. And my next, I've done that on my OnlyFans. Yeah, but not here. I haven't I've got pictures where, because I've done. If you see, I've done. What do you call that? Oh God, what is the word for it? Not partial nudity, implied nude, right? Implied nude. I've done those photo shoots. For example, I'll give you an example of implied nude. Well, I'll tell you an example of how person's brain thinks. So I have pictures in bikinis all the time. I've worn small lingerie, and this is going back like 10 years. Yeah, almost 9 years. So I always posted pictures in bikinis and lingerie, and it was okay. People were like, oh my God, she's showing this and blah, blah, blah. They always criticize it, but not to that extent. But then I took a picture. I took a picture of me sitting on this couch, and all I did was I took a towel or a blanket and I put it like this, right? I was just holding it and I wasn't wearing anything on top. So you could see my bare shoulders, hair back, right? And I was showing just one leg, like from knee below. That's it. So all you could see was my shoulders and one leg from knee below, right? Knee to my foot. That's it. Like, no, I've shown more skin than that. Oh, people went nuts. Oh, everybody went nuts. Oh, Sharam Niatia, you're such a slut. You're this, you're that. And I was like, it doesn't make sense because I'm wearing more clothes here, But what was it? It's the mind. They were thinking, oh my God, she's naked underneath it. Do you think I was naked? No. I was wearing a strapless, strapless bra, and I was wearing shorts underneath. But this is your mind. It's all in here. It's this that is a problem. So, call ka link video. Yeah. When are you coming next on Indian media? I don't know. Indians are very confused. Indians are very confused with me because they're just like, is she anti-India? Is she anti-Hindu? Is she anti this? They can't decide it so far. So I did have somebody contact me, but then they kind of backed down when I actually decided that I was going to go and give them an interview. And then they were like, oh, well, are you anti-Hindu? And I'm like, are you calling me to talk about Hinduism? Are you calling me to talk about Islam? If you're going to call me to talk about a certain topic, if you're going to call me to talk about, let's say biryani, and I go and start talking about gulab jamun, it's a different story, right? Here on my channel, it's different. But if you're going to call me something to discuss something, which is my first focus, is women's right in Islam, in Pakistan, I will give that priority, and that is my priority. Indians, Hindus, you guys have enough people to talk about you. I don't really need to talk about you guys. You have enough people to talk about you. It's them, they come here and then they change the whole thing to Hinduism. So, for example, I was running a space 2 days ago. And as soon as I started it, there was a lot of Indians there, a lot of Hindus. And as soon as they got there, my topic was why overseas Pakistanis are hypocrites. So one person that started, Bhupinder, he started, and as soon as he started talking about Islam, and then he brought in the Hinduism, the Sanatan Dharma. And before I started this stream, I told them, I'm like, please, we don't want to go to Sanatan Dharma. That is not the topic. So please don't bring it in. Don't bring it up. And that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. And for 40 minutes, that guy kept talking about not the topic. And everybody was getting pissed. And at the end, I even got so frustrated and I yelled at him. I said, you can't go to somebody's stream and just, even here, I'll be talking about a certain topic, but somebody will come and they will start talking about India or Sanatan Dharam and all that. Yeah, I cover some topics from India if it's big news, but I don't go out of my way to do this. People come here and then they talk about it, right? So India is a different country. Yeah, so, but I'm just saying, ji, namaste, namaste. Marlene nahi hai, Mahleej hai, Mahleej. So they accept, expect us atheists not to speak against Hinduism. Which you know what? I don't really care because there's so many people talking about it. That's fine. Let them talk about it. My focus, I don't want to derail my focus. My focus has always been the women. My focus has always been women's right. Okay. And then obviously, as soon as I used to talk about women's right, Islam came into it. I don't even, do you see anywhere I put myself as ex-Muslim? No, I don't. Because that's how I have been. I want to not that keep myself separate from it, but I don't want that tag with me. Yeah, I have left Islam and everything, but I want to be known as myself, Mahleej, right? Thank you. But I'm just saying that, if there was a conversation, if I was called to talk about um the existence of God or religions, then I will talk about it. But if you're calling me to talk about something about Islam, then I'm going to talk about that. If you're calling me, for example, a Canadian show brings me to talk about this, the trans issue, but I go there and I start talking about India, what is happening in India. No. Yeah. So this is a thing that they didn't understand, and they are scared. People get scared that, oh my gosh, she will come here and then she will start this and blah blah blah, because I have no brains. Islam, women have half a brain. Malik still has half a brain. Some people still think there is an Indian guy who says that I have a half a brain. So you can just imagine not all of them are like that. I sit in their streams all the time. I was just in their space today too. I also go and not pinch them, मगर आज मैं लड़ाइयाँ करवा कर आई हूँ. I had and work as far as signature after spicy food. I love spicy food. I'm actually making halim as we speak. So yeah, okay. Now let's go to the other thing that is happening today in Brampton, Brown Town. Things will be good in Brown Town. Da-na-na-na-na-na, Brown Town. All the fucked up people live in Brown Town. Going down Brown Town. The Brown Town में क्या हुआ? ये हुआ, देखिए. Look at this. This is like ridiculous.
Oh my God.
This is a police chase. Apparently, this guy is drunk.
What the
he
fuck?
Goes over a tree.
Bro!
Then he backs up. Oh, this guy just sped off. He's like, oh shit. And he bumps into that pole.
Yo!
I don't know why that guy was just standing there. Like, look, he destroyed that white Jeep. Like, he destroyed it.
No fucking
And these two
way.
cops. Like, I mean, I'm sorry. Where are the bullets? Shoot his tires. Like, come on. You let him get away. Like, what's going on here? Who is training these cops? Why would you not shoot at the tire? Deflate his tire. They're just pointing at him.
He's out. He's gone. He's gone.
And this is at Chikunzi. Chikunzi.
He's gone.
So apparently the guy was caught.
Holy shit, man!
Brown Town, the good old Brown Town. And the guy who was making this video, also, I don't know if his car got hit or he hit somebody. You see? I don't know. There's like a big jerk, so I'm not too sure if his car got hit from behind or he hit the other car in the front. But there you go. Diversity is our strength, people. Diversity is our strength. I don't know if there was a brown guy. Knowing that it's Brown Town, it probably is a brown person that was driving that and drinking. I don't want to be like I don't want to stereotype people, but I kind of have a feeling it might be a Sikh guy. I just a hinge. I have no idea. What's talking about gulab jamuns? I'm just going out on that. Must be a Punjabi Sikh who decided to drive drunk and do this. What do you do? What do you do? You don't do anything. What can you do, right? So this is also trending in Canada. Brampton has been trending a lot in Canada. And this is, like I said, really, really close to Oakville. It's like only half an hour drive from there to Oakville. Okay. So the third thing, was it the third thing or the fourth? This is the fourth thing, I think, right? So we are going to go to Pakistan. And this is something that is very, very close to my heart, this topic of women's domestic violence. It is always, every time this comes up, every time some story like this comes up, it brings me flashbacks of things that I went through. It is like living it all over again. Like everything just goes into my mind. And I just keep thinking that what if my mother didn't bring us here? What if my father didn't die? What if he was still alive? Would my mom be alive? Would we be alive? That's a question, right? Because I don't think so. I really don't think so. Because while he was alive, I saw my mother get beaten. I saw her getting raped. I saw her to a point she got kidnapped by my father. Okay. He actually decided one time, because we lived between the village and the city, right? So there was a time when he kidnapped her. He took her to the village, kept her there. And my sister at that time, she was actually breastfeeding, and he kidnapped her, took her away from her. You know, we were with our grandmother, and yeah, he just took our mom, and the whole thing was that he was going to kill her. But then they decided, somehow him and his partners, his family members, decided not to. And my mom tells me about it, like how she was like literally put in chains, and they tortured her, and they tortured her. Then this is one night of that I remember, and I can never forget this. It is like a big trauma for me, where my dad got drunk and he beat her up. He beat her up so bad. And this was in the village. And in the village, people could hear, but nobody's gonna do anything. He's a landlord, he's a feudal lord. The others are peasants. What do you think they're gonna come into? And then he had this big knife literally in his hand, chasing my mother around. And it's me and my sister there. We were awake. We're not sleeping. We're watching this. And this guy is so drunk, going around. Then he raped her, right? He thought we went to bed. My sister was. I wasn't. And he was so drunk that he passed out. Next morning, the doctors were called, and my mom lost hearing in her ear. Her bones were broken. Obviously, she had lots of bruises. And yeah, so when I see these kind of things happening, my mother came out of it. Because my mom used to say that, like, I'd kill myself. Either I'd kill myself or he'd kill me. You know, somebody had to die in that situation. Good thing that my father died naturally. Not that my mom did anything. He died of natural causes. He had liver cancer. Thank you. I guess if there is a God, I believe there is a God now, eh? Because yeah. So this case is again the same way. Is right here is there's a what do you call? There's a Twitter trend going on, hashtag going on, justice for Sarah, right? So this is a gentleman. Obviously, all these guys that you will see that are like this, you will see them, and this exactly is how my dad was. Exactly, crisp shalwar kameez, all action, brand name glasses. You know, he wanted exotic pets and to show off. Biggest show off ever. See? And Vadera. These are the Vaderas, right? And now this guy is actually the son of what was his name? Ayaz something. Where is his name? The guy should know, son of prominent journalist. नाम क्या है उसका भाई? नाम बताओ ना journalist का. Where is his name? I know I saw it somewhere. Let me see here. Just show me here. His name was also trending earlier, so maybe it is here. No, I don't see his name here. What is his name? Because he's a very famous journalist, apparently. Okay, let me stop sharing because I know there are some pictures that Twitter is Facebook is just gonna, sorry, YouTube will block and do whatever. So I don't want to do that. Okay, so where is it? Ayaz Amir. So he is the son of Ayaz Amir, who is a journalist, famous journalist in Pakistan. Obviously, he's got money, so his son's got money, and his name is Shahnawaz. So apparently, the story goes that he was married 2 times before. He was married 2 times before, and I don't know what happened. I think they got divorced. Both those girls ran away. That's what I heard. Thank you, Angel. Yes. So both those girls ran away, and she was only married to him for like 3 months. 3 months only. And he hit her on her head with a dumbbell. And I don't know if his mother was there, because apparently she's the one that called the police. That's what I've read. So if I'm mistaken, if I'm wrong in something, do let me know in the comments. I'm just telling you what I've read so far. So there is a video of his dad where he is not apologizing, but they asked for his reaction of what happened. And this is the poor girl, like, seriously. And these 2 girls, like, both of them, like, beautiful girls, taken so soon. Like, it just hurts. It just hurts so bad to see this. It just hurts so bad. Believe me. For what? For what? Like, for what? And that's the thing. A lot of people are talking about that when, what was his name? Zahir Jaffer, the guy who killed Noor Muqaddam. Like, why hasn't he been, Zahir Jaffer? Why is he not punished? Like, is his case finished? I don't even think so. No, it was like nobody's even talking about it. Why hasn't he gone? Like, he should be hung. Done. You guys have to hang these people, or do something else with them that will teach people not to do these kind of things. I don't know what to do with this. Like, I really don't understand how you're going to fix this problem. Even if you hang people, we've hung rapists before, child rapists, they still do it. People are still doing it. There has to be some other solution. There has to be something else. What we do need to do is explain to our girls. Okay, we have to train our girls. First of all, get your girls, all of the girls, little girls, everybody, your daughters, teach them self-defense. Okay, it doesn't cost much. Take them to a taekwondo class, take them to a self-defense class, please. Teach them self-defense. It's not only when your partner is going to hate you, it's for anything, especially in Pakistan. When you step out of the door, there's men there to harass you. They're right there to harass you. Teach them to self-defense. So just in case they're getting robbed, somebody's trying to kidnap them, anything, you have to first, education is there. Education is there. I'll come to education. Education, I would say secondary. Okay, secondary. I'll tell you why. First is self-defense. I am saying this because education is secondary. Because education, my mother was master's in literature. She couldn't leave him. She couldn't leave him. She stayed with him, and she suffered all that torture. Why? Because of us. Because she had 2 daughters. And every time she was like, I want a divorce, he's like, yeah, go ahead. You can go. Just leave the girls to me. What are you going to do? If you ask me, I'm going to stick with my daughter. I will never leave my daughter with anybody, especially with a person like that. Because the abuse was first on my mom, right? Because I was getting older. So then the abuse was starting on me. I used to get beat up all the time with belts. The last time that I remember, he literally grabbed me because he was beating up my mom. So I got in between, grabbed my hair, and banged my head on the wall, like right on the wall. And it was so funny because I used to do karate. I was learning in school. We went to a cadet school, so I was learning karate and stuff. And I was supposed to perform this stunt where they break like these bricks on your head. So when I went next day to school, obviously I had a big bruise, and my face was, it was still sore. So obviously I couldn't do that. I was like, there's no way I can do this. You cannot break bricks on my head. I already broke my head. So it was coming on to me. So imagine if my mother would have left us with him, who died, then we would have been passed on to the family, to our uncles, and all those idiots that have no education, and they treated their women like shit. So education is not always helpful. It is good to be educated. You should be educated. I'm not saying that you don't. Educate your girls, because once they leave, they have to be strong enough on their feet. But a lot of people were coming on to this point that if your women are educated, if they have a well stable job, it'll be easier for them to leave. No, in some cases it might, but in most of the cases, when there are kids involved and other things involved, okay, because my dad was belonged to a very powerful family. They were in politics, so it was always like, oh, I'll kill your family, I'll get your mother. Like, my grandparents were alive at that time, and he used to threaten all the time, oh, I'll just get them killed. And they could. They used to commit murder all the time in the village. There was a guy who shot his mom in our village because he suspected only because he saw her talking to another man. He shot his own mother. And everybody in the village was proud of him. What a great guy. He saved his honor. Okay. And what did the cops do? Nothing, because cops work for them. Cops work for them, for the landlords, for the feudal lords. So they're not going to do anything, obviously. So yeah, it's a very sad situation that is happening in Pakistan, but it is a whole system. The whole system is messed up. The whole culture is messed up. The whole religion bullshit is in there. When you can't pass a domestic violence bill because your Maulanas and your clerics are coming up and saying, oh, just remove this where it says don't hit her. What is the point of then having a domestic violence bill? So if you can't get that across, like, what do you expect? This is what happens. So girls, education is there. You got to learn to self-defense. Okay. Keep things with you that will help you. Now, I understand, like, sometimes things can happen like out of nowhere and you're not even prepared, right? But still, if you get a second, or if you get like even a second to save yourself, you will do it. I was giving these suggestions today too. I used to carry a pepper spray, here in Canada with me all the time, because when I used to work at the clubs and stuff, when I used to bartend, waitress and all that. So I would leave the work late, right? And sometimes I remember this club that I worked at, we used to park behind, and these alleyways are dark and everybody's drunk leaving at that time, even though our bouncers used to walk us to our cars and stuff. But I always carried that just in case, right? Now, pepper spray is illegal to carry in Canada unless you're going hunting and stuff. I think then you can carry it. I'm not 100% because of the bear. It's for the bears, right? If you come across a bear, you can pepper spray them or whatever. If you can't do that, carry a hairspray. Carry other kind of hairspray is pretty good too. If you spray hairspray in somebody's eyes, have you ever gotten hairspray in your eye? It burns. We know, right? We girls know. So hairspray works. If that's not it, I would suggest, like, I have these keys. You have those keychains, and then you put your keys and they're hanging in there. So I put like bunch of stuff in there, like bunch of you find those keychains, souvenirs, sharp things. Don't have to be knives, just have to be pointy, or you get it what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So you do that, and then, like, if you throwing that around, that will hurt somebody. Then you can also wear rings. I've said this before too. You can also wear rings that are pointy, that are like, out there. That when you punch somebody, that will put a dent on it. Like, your punch might not be that strong, but those rings might have that effect that you can get. This is things, not that is going to prevent everything, but it might give you a few seconds to run. Okay, it might give you a few seconds. But if you know self-defense, if you know when to hit and where to hit a person, you can actually save your life, right? Now, I don't know what happened in this girl's situation. Maybe he came from behind and hit her in the head. Who knows, right? But his father, I saw his thing, and he was like, oh, it's very sad that this happened and blah, blah, blah. Oh my God, my heart is broken, la, 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 la. And they were like, didn't you like visit them and stuff? And no, not really. Blah, 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 blah. Did you not know what your son was doing? He was on drugs. Did you not know 2 other women had ran away from him? Did you never ask why these women are running away from your son? These parents are involved. They're complicit in this crime. Because if you know your son is fucked up, your son's got issues, why would you get him married again? And if that girl who is marrying, why did you not warn her? So they are equally complicit in this crime where this girl died. Like, they're equally like that. All the parents that are getting their psycho sons, because afterwards you find out, oh, he's mentally unstable. Well, keep your fucking mentally unstable sons to yourself, okay? Don't put it on to other women so they go and take their fucking lives. No, keep your retarded, I'm sorry to use this word, retarded, mentally unstable kids, sons, to yourself, okay? If you really want to get them married, marry them yourself. But don't put them onto somebody else, then this is what's going to happen. Don't, get them married with their sisters and whatever. Don't get other girls killed, all right? This is just like, it just pisses me off. And especially like he's rich, they're famous. When you're in Pakistan, you're rich, you're famous, not even famous, you're rich and you got contacts, you can get away with murder. You literally can. You can get away with murder. That's what they think. And you can, in certain cases, you do get away with it. So what happened to that Jaffer thing? He's not killed yet, is he? No. Anyhow, so I'm gonna give you the link because it's already 11:30. I've been talking for like an hour. So I will pass out the link. I don't think there's too many people here. So today, I know I didn't schedule in advance and not that much in advance, So if anybody wants to come and, put in some points about these topics that we talked about, what do you think about the hijab, the Iran thing? There was something coming out of China too, right before when I logged in. That's what they were talking about in the space. That there's a coup happening in China. I don't know, but let's see. Someone was saying it. Connect to the public example, the right Canada. Let's see the latest, because I don't know, some Americans never been in China, I guess. Yeah, apparently, I don't know, that's what they were talking about. I'm trying to see where it says they're going towards a coup. Somebody said that. Somebody, अपनी एज तो बताओ. coup in China. हाँ, अपनी एज तो बताओ क्या करना है एसआर के. तूने मुझे रिश्ता भेजना है. हाँ, तूने मुझे रिश्ता भेजना है. ओ भाई, यहाँ तो लोगों की 2-2 3-3 शादियां हो रही, मेरी तो एक ही नहीं हो रही है. पता नहीं कहाँ से हो जाती हैं सबकी. एक सेकंड. Does this work? Let me just use this today. My daughter is sleeping. मुझसे कह रही थी कि मैंने कहा मैं लाइव जा रही हूँ. I told her I was going to go live and she's like, Danny, you're going to be screaming. How am I going to sleep? And I'm like, once you're sleeping, you don't know. I go live. And then she started, copying me. She's like, hello, everybody. I am live. And I want to scream loud. And I want to be louder than this so everyone can hear me. I was like, I don't talk like this. She was copying me. She was like, you scream too loud, Mom. And I'm like, sometimes I have to. Gladiator, how are you? Sometimes I have to. Guys, don't forget to like the video. There's only like so many people, but just like it. Don't be confused. कबीर जी वेट करें आपके लिए. मैं स्पेशल ईयर में ना कान में ये लगा रही हूँ ताकि आपका गाना अच्छी तरीके से सुन सकूं. ओके. आंटी आज भी हॉट हो. हाँ, आंटी को बच्चे नहीं पसंद है, मगर बेबी को बेस पसंद है, मगर बच्चे नहीं पसंद. आई मीन आप जैसे. बेबी को बेस पसंद है, आपको. मुझे बच्चे नहीं पसंद. मुझे डायपर नहीं चेंज करने. I am a grown woman. There we go. चलें जी, हमारे पास हमारे आशिक आए हैं. हाय अब्दुल जी, क्या हाल है आपका? अब्दुल जी आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही सही से, क्लियर नहीं आ रही, आवाज नहीं आ रही सही से आपकी। शादी नहीं हुई तो लड़की कैसे हुई? बस जादू से, जैसे मरियम की हुई थी, याद है ना, मैरी के भी बच्चा हुआ था ना बगैर उसके, सेम वे मेरी भी हुई। जी अब्दुल जी क्या हो गया? कौन से जमाने का फोन यूज कर रहे हैं आप? ये गाना था, ये गाना था, ये गाना सुनाने आए थे पी पा पू। मालीज आज बारिश हो रही यहाँ 2 दिन से। Where do you live? I don't even know where you live. Is he calling from Iran? No. He's calling from India somewhere. I don't know where he's calling from. But I was thinking I want to bring in one of my friend who is from Iran. I'm going to try to message him today and see if he wants to come into one of these shows. I'll message him tonight and see if he wants to come in tomorrow and discuss more. He's very much active. Oh my God. Oh my God. This guy is tipping me on OnlyFans. Thank you if you're listening to me. $15, $25, $15. Again, this person's loving my OnlyFans. Guys, go join my OnlyFans right now. Seriously, I'm not even joking. Like, look, look. Look, look, look. Boom. You got a tip. You got a tip. You got a tip. See how it helped? It makes me happy. It's raining, rim jim gire savan. It was raining. It was raining yesterday, but no, today. Hello, Abdul. 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 Yeah. No, yesterday was raining. Was it yesterday it was raining? Yesterday before. Yeah, for a couple of days it was raining. Today was cold. It was cold, and we had to go to we went to this carnival thing in the morning. Today was not that bad, but it was still a little cold. It's starting to get cold, and I hate the miserable cold. आप क्या आ गया हमारा आशिक? I know, मैं हूँ आशिक, आशिक आवारा। तो बहुत चालू है तू यार। ऐसा क्या आओ ना, यहाँ पे बात करते हैं तुमसे। कम कम, ये लो लिंक, लो मैं तुम्हें लिंक देती हूँ, आ जाओ। चालू क्या होता है? चालू क्या होता है? I'm smart. So that's a bad thing. That's what I didn't understand. Like, in our in Urdu that we say chalu hai, badi chalu hai, ye ladki badi chalu hai. What is that supposed to mean? We're smart? Is that supposed to be a bad thing that we're smart? Street smart, book smart, whatever. Chalu is mostly street smart, right? Chalu is not like book smart, but chalu is somebody who's street smart, who knows what she wants and she gets it. So what's wrong with that? I think we should all be chalu. Chalu, chalu. कबीर खान इस्मत की सैलरी लगा और पहुंच जा माली के ओनली फैंस में। हाँ कबीर, तुमने क्यों नहीं ज्वाइन किया अभी तक? चाल मतलब वो वाली चालू? क्या मतलब वो वाली चालू? आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड। आओ ना बात करो। अपने लिए नहीं, उसके लिए लिखा जो बार बार आके जा रहा है। अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा, उसके लिए लिखा। हाँ आई नो। Okay, guys, I don't think nobody wants to join me to talk. Nobody. I'm only going to do an hour stream. This will be like the shortest stream. This is when I started doing live streams. I used to be like an hour and finish, which used to be good. But no, I will be live tomorrow morning. So like from now to exactly in like 12 hours, 12, 11 hours. Yeah, I think so. Can't do the math right now. Too late. So I will be live on my Urdu channel. We're going to discuss, I'm going to be discussing this thing of Sarah and a couple other things. Oh yeah, we're going to be discussing the Transgender Act, obviously. I forgot to talk about it. So Pakistan had passed the Transgender Act in 2018, I believe, where they could get like their ID cards and stuff, because poor people didn't even have IDs. So now they have said, because in IDs, I believe they used to write X for their gender, but now they've amended the bill and said that, okay, when you go to get your ID, if you, depending on whatever you're transitioning to, and it's not only for trans, there's a lot of hermaphrodites that you call. And so it's for them too. So they can actually go there and be like, okay, write male on mine or write female on mine. But the clerics, the mullahs, these Islamists are like, oh my God, they're gonna do this, and they're gonna one person. They're saying that a man is going to turn into a woman and then go marry somebody of his own sex, meaning that man that turned into a woman will go get married to a man. Hence, he's going to be gay, and hence it gives power to LGBTQ. That's where their logic is. That's where their logic stands. Because God forbid there's no gayism going on right now in Pakistan. All you have to do is go into the madrasas and see. Go into our go and see our, what do you call, our fashion industry. I am telling you, 90% of our fashion designers, the designers, are gay. Most of the makeup artists are gay. Hairstylists, gay. Okay, there's a lot of people in our media that are gay, and you can tell they're gay, but they don't say it that they're gay, and they do stuff, so I don't know. So anyhow, there was a big uproar, but it did get passed. And the last I was listening to, this guy, what's his name, Fazlur Rahman, he's the leader of the TLP. He has issued a fatwa against Shehbaz Sharif, that if you don't do this, we're gonna come out, we're gonna protest, blah 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 blah. And I don't know, he these clerics never shut up. Somebody needs to shove up some balls into their mouth, gag them so they don't talk anymore. Maybe that's what they want. Hi, Hadrian Haman. How are you?
Hi, Mahleej. Can you hear me?
Yes. How do you pronounce this name?
Oh, it is. It's a Roman name. It's Hadrian.
Hadrian. Okay.
Yeah,
Hadrian.
he was a Roman emperor. So he did some stuff, and I got inspired to take his name. So yeah, no, like you were just talking about the LGBT bill in Pakistan, and it didn't get passed yet, right? But it's still
no.
I don't know.
Thought it got passed. It got passed. That's what somebody was telling me today. I don't know. Well, they're trying, so let's hope.
Yeah, but you know what's really surprising is so I'm an ex-Muslim myself, by the way, and so I'm in Canada as well. I came to Canada 10 years ago, and like we are aware of the anti-LGBTQ narrative in America and Canada, and how God creates earthquakes and tornadoes and hurricanes, but because America lost the way of Christ and now Jesus is punishing them. What I'm surprised is that's the exact same narrative that I'm seeing in Twitter, but from the Muslims. They don't even have their own version their own narrative. It's like they stole this from the Christians again. Like and they're comparing this with that call me loot and all of this.
But see, you see, the thing is, I say that if you're a citizen of any country, I don't care, you're white, brown, pink, you're an alien and you live in a country, you deserve rights. You deserve the right to vote. You deserve the right to education, right to medical. You deserve right to everything, regardless of what your gender is, right? But see, we did that, but now we have this in school. So right? So then you're gonna get, we do want to do that, but then these people come out like this, or Jessica Yaniv that you must have heard of. It's like, what do you do with these people then? Because our government's like, the school didn't fire her or anything. They encouraged this person to wear these, like, you want to wear them, wear it outside, but when you're interacting with kids, that's like a big thing of sexual, boobs are looked at as sexual things. And when you're huge, imagine how is anyone going to focus on, and you're like cutting saws and stuff like this. How are you going to focus when you have this distracting you?
Like no, I like but I saw a little bit of your stream though, but like honestly, what sorry, what I understand from the this woke climate in Canada is that they did overdo it, and Jessica Yaniv and this lady, she, I don't know what was her purpose though for like wearing those mega hural in type breasts to school. Um, maybe this is a good that she's a good representative for all the moments who are dreaming about whores. Like you should look at
No.
her.
All moments, don't even tell them. They're gonna be like, see, this is what's gonna start happening in our school. See, this is वो उनको और मिल जाएगी बात करने के लिए. They're gonna be like, this is gonna happen. No.
No, we can be like, oh, you don't want whores in your school like this. I mean, Allah described them in the Quran so clearly. Yeah,
They want garbage bins. They want garbage bags or ghosts. They want us to look like ghosts or garbage bin. It's either black or white. No color allowed.
Yeah,
I swear to God.
But yeah, these things were like Jessica Yaniv and like all these others that are just overdoing it here in North America specifically. They are they are actually just suppressing actual issues that we should be talking about and be protesting about, be angry about. But yeah, I don't know what else to say.
I don't know. This person is saying, take care, enjoy your life. Thank you, Chetanji. You also have a great day at work. He's saying, Mali, आप अपने OnlyFans पर subscription को थोड़ा बताया करो जो सबको समझ में आए. It's pretty simple. You go, there's like a different kind of subscription. You can subscribe for a month, 3 months, a year. As you get more, like 1 month is normal. If you buy 6 months, it's cheaper. A year, you get half a price, right? So you get 50% off. I've told you there's nothing nude. There's no like porn stuff there. It's all my pictures that I take, my modeling pictures from before that I never shared. Yes, there's sexy pictures, but it's not like anything like this. There's nothing like this what you saw, like not that big. Maybe I should. But next one I'm thinking I should do this. And next one, I'm seriously thinking of buying that white burqa. So I need $65, guys. Okay, that is expensive. $65 on a burqa. Thank you, Angel from Sky. Thank you for your donation. I always love all the support that you send to me. It's highly appreciated. Mo said Mo is going to buy me that white burqa, right? Mo. That's my costume, guys. I need a costume. I need a costume, and I want that costume. Mo, are you there? Can't hear him. Hello, Mo. Calling Mo. Calling Mo 1, 2, 3. No, okay. Yes, new atheist. How are you?
Hello, ma'am. How are you?
I am good. How are you doing?
I'm okay, ma'am. Hello, Mo sir. How are you?
I'm good. Just a little sleepy, now that it is almost midnight.
Yeah, like I'm also asking Mr. Mo, like, how are you, sir?
I think he's not there.
Oh, okay. But ma'am, like, have you heard the news? Like, there's another girl they killed in Iran. There's another girl that, like, did you hear the news?
Yes. There's 2 girls now. One died because she was taken in, and that's where all this started. And then one died between the protests and stuff. And there was a video. Apparently, somebody said a 10-year-old girl was also shot in the head. There's few people that have died. There's few people. Some men have died also.
I just know her last name. It's Kia, but I don't know how to pronounce her first name. It's just something Hanan, something like that.
Hanan, yeah.
Yeah, but that's a very, kind of a sad thing to, happen. Like in India, there are people protesting to keep on, hijab, and there's Iran on the other hand, where people are fighting not to wear on. So you can see, like, the mentality of the people. I don't understand, like, where do their ideology comes from. But what's happening in India, right? Like, the girls are fighting for, their rights to wear hijab. They are protesting.
Which is totally bullshit, because I'm sorry, like if I open up a school, I'm gonna put my rules in there. You before you come to that school, you know it that this school has their rules. It's the same thing when these people come to these countries. They know the rules here, they know the laws here, but that's not the point. They want to change it and adjust it to them. This is how they take over. This is the way how you take over, and what are you going to do? That's what they want to do it. I don't think the schools should budge at all. No, that is how it is. No religion symbols, no religious symbols at all.
Yeah, firstly, ma'am, I just want to share a story what happened to me. I have a lady friend. She call herself woke, and she knows like I come to your channel, but like we were just discussing like a healthy debate, and she told me like, oh no, she have OnlyFans and stuff like that. So I did have to, school her. I told her that, how many people lost their jobs, not only their livelihoods, some people even lost their lives due to COVID. And we don't know how long is this gonna run. And people are desperate to, like, please just hear me, like, the whole point. People are desperate to find, food
But
on the table for their kids.
it's not even for that. There is so
Yes,
many celebrities. There is not even that. There's so many celebrities that are on OnlyFans.
yes, ma'am. Like
There's so
that's
many
what yeah,
singers. So this is
that's
what they don't understand. This is the illiterate mind, because we OnlyFans, we only think porn. There's
yeah,
singers out there. There's
that's what I
cooks out there. There's personal trainers out there. There's other artists out there selling their products. Like, it is our product. People have a product. Somebody's selling a painting. Somebody's selling their whatever. I am the product. I sell my pictures. Why should I not? Why should I post it? If I was posting them free, none of them would be complaining. But because I'm posting them, I'm charging money for it now that I have I have a platform to do it. They've got a problem. Why is she making money from her
Yeah,
own
but like
pictures?
that's what I told her that uh, on her contact, if you go, she even says that there's nothing sexual on it. And with the COVID, the situation would be the people going through, like if somebody is doing, not even that sexual, but something like that, nobody does it for fun, right? And even if the person is also enjoying, but also keeping it limited. And the one thing is like if they are doing it for their family, for their kids, I respect that. I From the bottom of my heart, I respect that. And if they're doing, that's the point. You have to see it from a different perspective. They're not doing out of kind of they want to, but still if they enjoy it, they're also making good like money to keep their families fed. And also they are going doing it with a good heart, like nothing more than kind of
No, but
above
it's a
crossing a
job.
line.
The thing is, it's a job. It's anything, even prostitution is a job. Sex workers are workers. So this is the thing. You have that kind of mentality, but then you come here and then you got a problem with this. You knew this. These people know that girls here wear small clothes. They know we drink. They know they have clubs. They know they do all these haram things. But still, these harami wants to come here. Sorry to say, use that word, but these are haramis. They come here because they know they will get the haram pesa, so they can ठूसेंगे अपने मुंह के अंदर. This was a girl right here. Her name was Hanene Kian. Hanene Kian. Now, these people, these are the ones that should be coming here, but we don't get them. We get this. This is what West is promoting. Hijab. These girls deserve to be here because they don't want to wear this shit. Yeah. If you want to wear it and you have a problem with all this stuff, go back. That's why I don't even hesitate in saying go back. I say to them, go back to the country. Like, for example, now I don't really like Canadian cold. So I am seriously thinking of moving to a warmer, climate. I'm really thinking of that. But the thing is, because I don't like it, I'm going to adjust myself. You don't like it? Move. Why do you got to change the whole system there? I can't change the system anyways. I can't change the cold. So I'm going to have to move.
Sorry, Mahleej, can I also add something to that? So, the new atheist mentioned about the girls in India in schools who are protesting in favor of the hijab. So one thing is that these girls and the Indian Muslims, they haven't gotten the proper taste of Islam yet. They live in a secular India where they almost enjoy the very similar rights to all the other citizens. They didn't get stoned right in the middle of a square. They didn't get those 40 or 72 whips for adultery. They didn't they didn't see beheadings. They didn't see Islamic explosions happenings in the middle of the market. They haven't seen anything so far. So these girls who in India who loves the hijab so much, and look, it's okay to wear whatever you want as long as no one is forcing you to do it. But my question to them is, why the hijab? What's
No,
so
but
different between
there is
you?
people, there are women that come from Pakistan. They've lived up there and then they come here and they proudly take it. They proudly say we want to take um the hijab. Like the Maulvis and stuff, the clerics that are here, all their wives do hijab and stuff, you know. I know of girls whose moms or mothers don't do hijab, but they do it and they're like mostly raised here.
Yeah,
It's just something, you know. And because I know somebody that was like in our extended family, and like this girl, as soon as like she started taking the hijab, her attitude changed. She used to look down upon like me, like the way she looked at me just gave me that thing. She was like like she's all that and we're nothing. And it's like, I don't freaking think so. I don't think so. You know, don't get on your high horse just because you wrap that, I'm sorry to say,
yeah,
baklava
yeah.
over your head. I'm sorry. That's what it is. A
Like
diaper over your head.
it's funny because just yesterday or day before yesterday, I was in the stream of Usman Ayub. I'm not sure if you know him, and like I've seen these girls in Canada who comes from very liberal Muslim families, and within 6 7 months down the line, they started wearing hijab, and one of the reasons they started wearing the hijab was because they had a okay, you're not going to believe that they used to have terrible breakups. So they used to go through those terrible breakups because their taste in men was shit in school. I'm sorry, and then somehow they found Allah to be their boyfriend, and and then immediately they started looking down on other women, and their psychology is they put themselves in a place where they see that, oh, prior to the hijab I was being, the W word or the S word, and no wonder Allah punished me with that Muhammad type of guy who used me. And now now I'm since I'm a hijabi, I'm feeling more at peace. In fact, her entire peace is not because of the hijab, it's just that she's not with that idiot anymore.
No, it's also like the pressure, right? Like if you're not gonna wear it, you're gonna burn in hell. That's also there. And then we were talking about it. It's like peer pressure too in schools. Like if one is wearing it, the other one's gonna question. The third one's gonna be like, "Oh, how come you're not wearing it?" And like I told you, Justin Trudeau met this family, and every girl there was wearing a hijab. Not every girl wears a hijab, but to
Yeah,
show that, oh, a Muslim woman only wears a hijab, you know.
yeah.
That's just okay. We're gonna let Abdul Kabir say something, sing his song, get it out of the way. जी अब्दुल जी गाना गा दीजिए अब आप. हम सब कितने इंतजार में बैठे बैठे बूढ़े हो गए.
जिए तो जिए कैसे बिन आपके लगता नहीं दिल कहीं बिन आपके जी तो जिए कैसे बिन आपके
सबके जाऊं मैं आपकी. जी थैंक यू सो मच अब्दुल जी, बहुत अच्छा गाया आपने. मेरे दिल को बहुत भाया ये. अब मुझे अच्छी से नींद आएगी. थैंक यू. Mo, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
How did you like that song?
Oh, I never heard it before.
You've never heard this song before? Mo?
Nope.
Come on, you gotta watch that movie, Sajan. Oh my god, that was like one of my favorite movies. The songs were a hit. I loved that movie. It was a great movie. Okay, so
So today
yes,
I
Mo.
wanna Yeah, today I want to talk a little bit about Iran.
Okay.
And
Okay,
the
before
sub-
you start, sorry Abdulji, I have to take a couple more people. Thank you so much for your song. I'm just gonna add everybody because I'm gonna go on my phone and go have a smoke outside. Besides, I don't want you guys seeing me yawning every 2 minutes. I'm like, go ahead. Go ahead,
well,
Mo.
yeah. So I was gonna talk about Iran, and basically, it's again, it's a political Islam that brings the hijab in between for the women, and because to politicize Islam and gain certain kind of identity, that's why hijab is compulsory and mandatory for all them women over there. Now, if you really look at it, the Shiaism is kind of different. In Shiaism, and especially in Iran, you cannot see a woman naked with, I mean, not naked. You cannot see a woman without her hijab or chador, but you can marry her for, say, 5 hours or 5 days. I don't know, the temporary marriage.
Muta.
So how is that contrast? Just think for a second. Look at the contrast that makes between hijab and and the temporary marriage. It doesn't make any sense at all. To me, it doesn't make no sense at all. But they have their policy. Not only that, not only that. When some of my friends, first of all, if you land in Iran with an American passport, and they find it that you were Iranian before, all they don't recognize that at all, that you are a foreign citizen or a citizen of the United States. In fact, they look at you with suspicion, and all the local laws that apply to Iranians locally over there would apply to you as well. So there's no escape.
Where? What do you mean in the U.S.?
uh, no, what I'm saying is, even though you are a U.S. citizen, and if you land in Iran, and somehow, some way, they find out that you had Iranian citizenship previously, you'll be considered an Iranian. So
Oh yeah,
no
yeah,
law,
yeah.
yeah, so no laws apply. Now, what some of my friends, not friends, but people I know, they went to Iran, and they they were like a villa full of ladies without hijab. But as long as you're within that villa and you don't go out and you don't mess with nobody, you and them, they're all fine. So I just don't understand what it changed other than politicizing Islam. Hijab didn't change
I have
nothing.
a question for you because my mother was telling me this, and she said that the Zoroastrians, the women, they don't have to wear a hijab. Like she was telling me that women that come from outside, like anybody for like interviews and all these politicians and stuff, they have to wear it. But if you're a Zoroastrian, you apparently don't have to wear a hijab. I don't know. She told me that. I'm like, I'm gonna confirm this because I'm not too sure about that.
Like
Have you
in
heard
today's
anything about it?
world, you mean?
Yeah, yeah, in today's world, yeah.
Oh, well, I don't know. I think it applies to
Mhm.
everybody regardless.
I was watching a travel documentary, like one of those travel vloggers, and he went in that city of Qom, if I'm pronouncing it right or not, and he
Yeah.
did come across some Zoroastrians or Baha'i people over there, and their women and the ladies there were covered up. They were wearing their scarves. And they had their own bag, like baggy types of hijabs, but it was a little bit colorful instead of just those black burqas that the other Shia Muslim women wear.
The
But yeah,
chador.
yeah, the chador, like, but I think almost every women have to cover up in there over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask the Iranian friend that I have, the activist. I'm gonna ask him because I was telling my mom, like, no, it cannot be, and she's like, no, no, no. So I have to confirm that.
Well,
my understanding is everybody, even if you got an American wife and she's married to you, you got American citizenship, you land down there, because of you, she will also be treated by certain mullahs as Iranian, and all the same rules apply to her as well.
You know what's funny, Mo? If you know Christiane Amanpour,
Yeah, I
she's
heard about
actually
her.
Iranian. She's
Yeah,
no,
she
no,
is.
I'm not talking about that. The president did not wanted to interview with her in New York because she wasn't wearing a scarf, which was, I think, also a pretty BS move. But Christiane Amanpour, I think she did go to Iran before or previously to do some interviews, and she did have to wear the headscarf at least, as
Yeah.
far as I can remember.
I mean, they are strict. They are strict about all that, but got nothing to do with temporary marriages, and they are basically selling the country for prostitution, if I might say.
Man, entire Islam is like that. Even Sunni Islam
It's
is as bonkers.
everything in a man's favor, everything that a man wants. Anyways, I look what I'm making, guys. I am going off topic, but let me go on solo layout. Okay, look, guys. I'm making halim ki malish cook, and
Holy
it's still
Lord.
simmering and simmering. Yeah, this is the only thing about halim. It takes too long. It needs to simmer
Yeah.
for so long.
Like almost 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah,
Now,
well, I take the shortcut sometimes. I just use a grinder and I grind it. When it's soft, right? When the dal and everything is soft, then instead of like kota lagane se behtar hai, I just put a
Yeah.
blender in it and I blend it. It's the same thing. Kota lagao ya blend kar lo, it's the same thing. Um, so who else is here? Let's see. We have someone else here. That is, what's his name? I can't see. Bright or something. For light.
जी
Hello, for light. G, how are
हेलो
you?
फाइन आप कैसे हो
मैं ठीक हूँ जी. कहाँ से आप?
जी मैं इंडिया से ही हूँ
ओके जी, क्या कहना चाहेंगे आप?
मैं इनसे सैयद भाई से पूछना चाह रहा था कि भाई जैसे अभी ईरान में चल रहा है वहाँ पे बहुत सारी वो भी होगी बुरखे के उस पे हिजाब के यहाँ इंडिया में भी 2-4 लोग मरे हैं हिजाब के चक्कर में जो यहाँ पे चाहती हैं महिलाएं के हिजाब होना चाहिए तो मैं इनका ओपिनियन जानना चाह रहा हूँ कि ये इंडिया वालों आप क्या सोचते हैं जो इंडिया में लोगों को मार दिया गया है हिजाब के
कौन सी लड़कियां मरी हैं जिन्होंने हिजाब पहना था या नहीं पहना था?
नहीं वो लड़कियां ये कह रही कि हमें हिजाब पहनना है तो उन्होंने एक लड़के को 26 चाकू घोंपे उनके जो एक वो था और वो मर गया लड़का उसका नाम हर्षा था
लड़का कौन था? हिंदू था, मुसलमान था? वो हिजाब के
हिंदू
अगेंस्ट था?
हिंदू था हाँ हिजाब के अगेंस्ट नहीं था वो क्या था मैटर ये चल रहा है सुप्रीम कोर्ट में चल रहा है अभी भी ये मैटर कि ये जो लड़कियां हैं वो कह रही है कि हमें क्लास में भी हिजाब पहनना है वो ये स्कूल वहां का नियम क्या है कि आप क्लास में ड्रेस पहनेंगी ऐसा कर सकती हैं कि जो ड्रेस का जो एक दुपट्टा ले लें जो ड्रेस कलर है उसका वो सिर पे रख सकती हैं ये बोल रही कि हमें हिजाब ही पहनना है ब्लैक कलर का ही
नहीं तो वो तो है ना देखें इनकी गुंडागर्दी तो हर जगह चलेगी ना. दैट्स व्हाट इट इज कॉल्ड बुलिंग. ये बुली करते हैं हर जगह जाकर. यानी अट भी मेरी, फिर मैं बोलूंगी अट भी मेरी पट भी मेरी ठेंगा तेरे बाप का. ये इनका असूल है कि हम तो करेंगे
तो
भाई. करवा के दिखा लो
ये
सब कुछ.
इंडिया में इन्होंने आपको बताऊं मैं एक बंदे के 26 चाकू घोंपे हैं इस मामले में कि वो उनके अगेंस्ट हो गए कि भाई आप क्लास में नहीं पहन सकते स्टूडेंट था वो भी बंदा तो कि आप क्लास में हिजाब नहीं पहन सकते आप क्लास में क्लास कोड जो स्कूल का कोड है जो स्कूल की यूनिफॉर्म है आप उसको पहने अलग से आप जो स्कूल की जो यूनिफॉर्म है उस कलर का आप स्कार्फ ले लें लेकिन नहीं इनको वहां बुर्का पहनना है हिजाब नहीं बुर्का जबरदस्ती वहां पे घुस रहे हैं और हाई कोर्ट ने भी कह दिया अब सुप्रीम कोर्ट में बातें चल रही हैं ये तो मैं ये कहना चाह रहा हूं कि जो भारत के मुस्लिम हैं जितने भी वो उसके समर्थन में थे वो मर भी गए और लोगों को एक तो मर गया बाकी बहुत हॉस्पिटलाइज हुए थे उसमें लेकिन आज ईरान में हो रहा है तो ये उनका समर्थन कर रहे हैं तो ये डबल स्टैंडर्ड की बात कह रहा हूं मैं, ये डबल स्टैंडर्ड कैसे है? या तो तुम उनका भी अपोज करो, नहीं तो यहाँ पे भी सुप्रीम कोर्ट में क्यों केस चल रहा है, उसे विड्रॉ करो। एक बंदा तो मर गया, चलो ठीक है।
वैसे फॉर लाइट अभी ये जो हिजाब रो का जो इशू हो रहा है ना इंडिया में, तो इसके पीछे ना बहुत सारे चीज़ें हैं जिसकी वजह से हुआ है। ये तो आपके जो कुछ सो कॉल्ड जर्नलिस्ट हैं इंडिया में स्पेसिफिकली, उन्होंने ये हिजाब को एक इशू बना के सबके सामने थोप दिया है। तो उसकी वजह से जो जितने भी मुसलमान हैं उनको लग रहा है कि अभी वो हिंदू लोगों से ना अटैक्ट हो रहे हैं, बोले कि अबे हमारे दिन पे तो ये पूरा सीधा हमला कर रहे हैं, ये वो हिजाब हटा दे रहे हैं। और इसी चक्कर में इन्होंने चाकू तो ठीक है, कत्ल ने तो उन्होंने 3-4 किए ही होंगे, लेकिन अभी ये इशू जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट तक पहुंच गया है ना, ये सब ये उनका जो ब्रेन वॉश हुआ है। और ये नहीं कि सिर्फ इस्लाम ने जो ब्रेन वॉश किया है, ये जो मीडिया ने जो कुछ जर्नलिस्ट हैं जो ये पूरा डिसएग्रीगेशन का पूरा एक नैरेटिव चलाया है इंडिया में, उसकी वजह से ये उल्टा और फ्यूल हो चुका है। मुझे ऐसा बड़ा हैरान होता है ये बात सुन के कि लड़कियां लिटरली जो सबसे ज्यादा ऑप्रेस्ड है रिलीजन में, वही जो मतलब जिसकी सबसे ज्यादा गंदी हालत मतलब हो रहा है इस्लाम में, वो लोग ही इस्लाम के लिए इतना लड़ रहे हैं। लाइक हैरान की बात है।
आपको हुमैन जी, आपको ये भी पता होगा कि ईरान में भी एक धड़ा लेडीज का ऐसा है जो हिजाब के सपोर्ट में है।
एक
पता है
सेकेंड
आपको?
फुलेंजी जी, वहां पे किसी को नहीं, क्या ये इंडिया की बात हो रही है? लेस्टर की बात नहीं हो रही, इंडिया की बात हो रही है। वहां पर किसी पे अटैक हुआ है। वैसे ये न्यूज बनी थी, आई नेवर हर्ड अबाउट इट।
बनी थी, बहुत न्यूज बनी थी इस पे, तो वो हुए हैं पूरे, मतलब प्रोटेस्ट भी हुआ इसके लिए,
नहीं,
क्योंकि
बंदे
बंदा
को जो मारा था उसके ऊपर, हिजाब पे तो मैंने देखा था, मगर जो बंदे को मारा है उस पे न्यूज बनी थी।
हाँ हाँ, उस पे न्यूज थी, पूरी न्यूज थी उस पे भी, सब चीज पे। क्योंकि एक बंदा उसमें उसको चाकू मारे 4 लोगों ने, 26 वार कर रखे थे उसके ऊपर। और प्लस जितने वैसे जो हॉस्पिटल में गए उनका तो कोई गिनती नहीं, कितने गए।
ये सब झूठ बोलते रहते हैं। ये सब तुम सब
मैं झूठ बोल
हैं।
रहा हूँ महलीज जी? महलीज जी, एक बार ना इसको सर्च करो, आप हर्षा सर्च कर लो गूगल पे।
हाँ,
सर्च करो,
कर लो मैं लेकर आओ।
इसको स्क्रीन शेयर कर दो सईद भाई को।
अच्छा, मैं अभी स्क्रीन के उसके ऊपर नहीं हूँ, तो मैं जब जाऊंगी कंप्यूटर पे तो करूंगी सच। बट आई डोंट डाउट इट, कर दिया होगा, इनका क्या है? डू यू थिंक दैट दे वुडंट हैव डन इट? ये तो करते ही रहते हैं, इतने गले काट दिए इन्होंने। लो, अभी 4-5 तो गले काट दिए हैं इन्होंने, तो इनके लिए कौन सी बड़ी बात है किसी को चाकू मारना? Thank you, Aziz. Thank you so much. कहाँ हो गायब Aziz जी? You've been missing. I don't think it's a big deal for these people to kill anybody. Like, अभी देखो, they went and stabbed Salman Rushdie. It's not a big deal for them to stab. Look what's happening in Leicester. You think it's a big deal for them? They want blood all the time. So when people are like that, like, we don't live in India, but we live here. We can see what is happening here, and as the population grows, as the numbers grow, so do the problems. And India has the highest population of Muslims all around the world, like compared to other countries. So obviously they're going to have these problems, and I don't know what your government is also not doing anything about.
मेरी जी, मैंने ना अभी आपको प्राइवेट में लिंक दिया, आप शेयर कर दीजिए। हिंदुस्तान टाइम का है, कोई वैसा अखबार नहीं है।
मैं तो शेयर कर रहा हूँ, आप लोगों को स्क्रीन दिखाई दे रहा है?
Wait, let me see. Let me add to stream. हाँ, ओके।
तो लगता है कि हाँ हुआ है।
नहीं, होती हैं चीजें, जरूरी नहीं कि एवरीथिंग इज फेक न्यूज। फेक न्यूज भी बहुत आती है, दोनों साइड से आती है। देयर इज फेक न्यूज कमिंग फ्रॉम बोथ साइड्स, but you have to do your own research. That's why I don't jump on any story right away. I let it sit for a few days and then I talk about it, just because I don't know if it is true, if it's not these days. So hard to tell.
नहीं, ये ऐसा कोई छोटा इशू नहीं था, यहाँ पे पूरा प्रोटेस्ट हुआ इसके लिए। और बाकायदा मतलब ये, अब सैयद जी आप भी सर्च कर लेना, हिंदू मुस्लिम भाई भाई लिखने से कुछ नहीं होता, ठीक है। और हिंदू मुस्लिम कभी भी भाई भाई नहीं हो सकते जब तक कुरान में वर्स्ट क्रिएचर लिखा रहेगा अदर्स को।
नंबर 1 के झूठे होते हैं तुम लोग।
अरे यार देख लो, देख रहे हो महलीज जी के जो बंदा टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया का वो है, और कितने अखबार में दिखाऊं।
सैयद जी आप कह
अगर
रहे
मैं
हैं ये नहीं हुआ? सैयद जी आप क्या कह रहे हैं कि ये नहीं हुआ?
ये झूठे हैं साहब, ये पूरे झूठे झूठे पूरे
तो
के
आप
पूरे।
कहना चाह रहे हैं ये नहीं हुआ, तो ये बंदे की फेक न्यूज बनाई है इन्होंने।
मतलब एक बंदा मर गया, इन्हें विश्वास नहीं है।
न्यूज लेकर आओ, न्यूज लेकर आओ, उसमें से देखेंगे क्या है उसमें,
अभी
क्या बोल
दिखाया
रहा।
तो था आपको, दिखाया तो था उसने आपको स्क्रीन पे,
क्या
देखा
क्या
नहीं
क्या
आपने?
बोल, क्या क्या आवाज कौन मारा, क्या 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 वाले क्या के लिए मारे हैं उसको, हिजाब के वास्ते मारे हैं उसको।
किस लिए
हाँ,
मारा है? किस लिए
हाँ?
मारा? किस लिए
हिजाब के
मारा?
लिए मारा है।
पढ़ो ना, पढ़ के सुनाओ, क्या उन्हें क्या कर रहा था हिजाब के वास्ते, ये बोलो।
अरे मेरे भाई, हिजाब स्कूल में उन्होंने ये विरोध करा था कि भाई, जिस स्कूल में हिजाब की बात चल रही थी उन्होंने ये विरोध करा था
लेकर
भाई
आके
स्कूल में
पढ़ो, वो
अंदर हिजाब नहीं होगा।
मेरे सामने पढ़ो, मेरे सामने पढ़ो और देखो तुम क्या है इसमें।
हाँ, किसने शेयर किया था? आप जरा खोल दो, दोबारा मैं पढ़ दूंगी।
हाँ मैंने शेयर किया था, अभी मैं फिर से शेयर कर रहा हूँ।
यारो नंबर 1 के झूठे है तुम लोग।
नहीं तो आपको अगर पता है तो आप बता देना किस लिए
अगर
मारा था।
नहीं, अगर अगर डूब के मर जाना, अगर अगर सच निकला तो
पर पर्सनल वो
नहीं,
था।
अगर डूब के मर जाना अगर सही निकला तो बताओ, शर्त
अरे यार
लगाओ।
तुम पैदा हो गए झूठ बोलने के वास्ते, तुम
अरे
हिंदू तो
इस्लाम में झूठ पे टिका हुआ।
अरे भाई एक मिनट हेलो।
एक
मैं
सेकेंड,
ना मैं
एंजल फ्रॉम स्काई 1500 का टिकट, और मेरे टाइम का क्या भाई? मैं एक दिन, मुझे वहां बुला रहे हो, मुझे अपना टाइम भी तो निकाल के आना पड़ेगा हवेली पे। $5000 पर डे उसके ऊपर। अब देखना इसका मैसेज नहीं आएगा इस बंदे का हवेली वाले का इसके बाद।
हाँ जी मालिक जी, मैं स्क्रीन शेयर कर रहा हूँ तो, लेकिन नजर नहीं आ रहा।
मैम मैं सिर्फ यही अपने सैयद साइज भाई से पूछना चाहूँगा कि इनके पास क्या अथॉरिटी है, लाइक ये क्यों इस चीज को नहीं मान रहे, लाइक इनको प्रूव करके, लाइक क्या ये प्रूव करेंगे इस चीज से?
नहीं नहीं, आप पढ़ दो जरा, क्या लिखा हुआ है ऊपर, जरा पढ़ दीजिएगा। ओपी इंडिया का है, ओपीआई इंडिया का। Bajrang Dal activist Harsha's murder was planned with intentions of sparking communal violence over hijab issue. जी नीचे करें scroll. ये तो बहुत छोटा छोटा लिखा है, आप ही को पढ़ना पड़ेगा। I can't.
Okay, वैसे है बहुत बड़ा, ठीक है। According to reports, early investigations by the National Investigation Agency (NIA) have revealed that the murder of Bajrang Dal activist Harsha in Karnataka was perpetrated to orchestrate communal unrest against the backdrop of the hijab issue. According to the reports, the murder was also carried out in order to instill terror and disturb society's peace and tranquility. Home Minister Araga Janandra further indicated that a local police investigation revealed the communal motive for the crime. On on Saturday, NIA officers visited Shivamoga and seized all papers and materials related to the Harsha murder case from the local police. The Karnataka government recently handed over the inquiry into the death of Bajrang Dal activist Harsha to the NIA. On March 2nd, Karnataka police charged 10 persons apprehended in connection with the murder under the Strict Unlawful Activities Prevention Act. Mohammed Kasif, Syed Nadeem, Rian Sharif, Asifullah Khan, Abdul Afnan, Nihan Faraz Pasha, Abdul Khadir Jilan, Abdul Roshan, and Jafar Siddiq are the 10 accused in the murder case. अभी अभी सैयद साहब क्या और भी पढ़ूं? इसमें तो लिटरली साफ
अरे
साफ
मैं उसको हिजाब से क्या कनेक्शन है? कौन करा रहे, राइट कौन कराना चाह रहे थे? मुसलमान राइट कराना चाह रहे थे।
देखिए अभी वो जहां तक इतना पता चल रहा है कि वो बजरंग दल का
एनआईए भारत की सबसे बड़ी एजेंसी है जिसने अभी छापे मारे हैं। एनआईए इसकी इन्वेस्टिगेशन करी है, जितने भी ये एक्यूज पकड़े गए सब जेल में, पता है। और ऑन रोड मारा है ये बंदा, फोटो है इसका।
लाइक
ये कितनी मतलब
हाँ नहीं देखिए
हिंदुस्तान टाइम्स है ये हिंदुस्तान टाइम्स, जिसकी अब ये आर्टिकल पढ़ेंगे।
Mahleej,
Yeah,
I'm gonna ask your permission. I'm gonna leave now.
ये
okay, thank
आर्टिकल
you
तो
all
सही
so much
साहब
for
भी पढ़
coming.
सकते हैं।
Thanks for joining.
All right, good luck.
थैंक यू मॉम।
Thank you. सैयद जी, अभी भी आप झुटलाएंगे इस चीज को?
अब
बताइए कौन करा, ये बताइए इसमें।
देखिए लिंक आपके पास भी पहुंच सकता है। यहाँ पे तो मैं लाइक पूरा आर्टिकल पढ़ूंगा नहीं यार, लेकिन जहां तक मैंने पहली जो आर्टिकल पढ़ा था उससे ये पता चलता है कि ये एक बजरंग दल का एक्टिविस्ट था जो कि हिजाब के खिलाफ प्रोटेस्ट कर रहा था। तो
नहीं
फिर बाद में
जी,
कुछ
ये
7-8
ऐसा है,
मोमिनों
ये
ने
एक स्टूडेंट भी है और बजरंग दल का, जैसे हम भी होते हैं भाई, कोई किसी पार्टी से जुड़ा हुआ होता है जरूर। बजरंग दल में तो था ये, लेकिन है तो था स्टूडेंट ही वहां का।
भाई किसी को भी मारना, कोई भी रीजन हो भाई, यू कैन नॉट टेक द लॉ इन योर हैंड। इस तरह से छुरियां
नहीं,
घोंपना ठीक नहीं है, किसी भी सोसाइटी में नहीं है भाई। मर्डर इज अ
ये
क्राइम,
चोरी
यू
से
कैन
नहीं
नॉट
मारा महलीज
जस्टिफाई
जी,
इट।
रोड पे मारा गया ये बंदा। इतने लोगों ने रोड पे मारा, मैसेज दिया है कि भाई अगर आप, फिर उसके बाद हिजाब के प्रोटेस्ट ही नहीं हुए। ये दिखाया इन्होंने, डर बैठाया लोगों में कि भाई अगर आप इसके खिलाफ वो करोगे तो उसके बाद फिर कोई प्रोटेस्ट भी नहीं हुआ जब ये मर गया बंदा।
ये
डर
क्या
बैठा।
है? ये गुंडे, बीजेपी के गुंडे और बजरंग दल के गुंडे आपस में लड़ लिए सो है, वो उसके वास्ते मारे सो लोग। अब ये पूरा ये बना लेके बैठे हुए यहाँ पर, ये गुंडे जो है
नहीं,
सो।
अगर झगड़ा उनके बीच में था तो मुसलमानों को क्यों गिरफ्तार किया है? आई मीन, लोग तो होंगे ना वहां पे देखने के लिए। आप ही कैसे कह सकते हैं
नहीं
कि वहां कोई
महली
लोग
जी,
नहीं?
जो 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 एक्यूज है, जो पकड़े गए हैं, जो सारे के सारे सीसीटीवी में आ रहे हैं, वो सारे जेल में है अब। ये कैसे कह रहे हैं कि
या
जेल में है वो
सैयद
सब?
जी, ये तो आप हद कर रहे हो। सही, यही तो आप लोगों की प्रॉब्लम है ना, इसी वजह से
अच्छा
तो इंडिया में प्रॉब्लम हो रही है आप लोगों की वजह से, आप
अच्छा
जैसे लोगों की वजह से।
सही साहब आप ऑनेस्टली ये बताएं तो ठीक है, बजरंग दल हिंदू मतलब गुंडे हैं, हिंदू सारे झूठे हैं, सारे फसाद क्रिएट करने के ऊपर पड़े होते हैं। तो आप मुझे ये बताइए, जो ये जो 7-8 मोमिनों ने जो किया है, ये इस्लाम इस्लाम इसका परमिशन देता है?
किसकी परमिशन देता है
ऐसे किसी बजरंग दल के वर्कर को सरेआम रास्ते में मार देने का?
अरे ये तो हिंदू गुंडे कर रहे वो काम।
तो आप कह रहे हैं कि हिंदू गुंडे मुसलमान की बनने की एक्टिंग कर रहे हैं और मुसलमान मतलब एज एन एक्टर जाके उन्होंने अपने ही बंदों को मार दिया।
बहुत सारे हिंदू गुंडे जो है सो मुसलमानों का बेस बल के हमले करे सो है, बहुत सारे।
इसका इसका कोई सबूत है आपके पास?
बहुत सारे हैं मियाँ, बहुत सारे हैं।
नहीं, सबूत कोई नहीं है। जो सबूत दिखा रहा है उसको झुटला रहे हैं। और बड़े बड़े पेपर, मैं आपको कहो तो वीडियो भेज दूं, लेकिन वो थोड़ा यूट्यूब के वो कंडीशन के खिलाफ है। नहीं तो इसका जो मर्डर मतलब वो हो रखा है ना, वो सीसीटीवी में है
मैम
वहां के।
इसका सबूत है, और सबूत है, ट्रस्ट मी ब्रो।
ये तो पूरे इस्लाम का ही सबूत तो मोहम्मद बोलता है, ट्रस्ट मी ब्रो, गेब्रियल केम टू मी। लेकिन सैयद साहब ये देखें यार आप, ठीक है कुछ लोग शायद दंगे फसाद करने के लिए
अरे भाई ये जो दंगे फसादा करे ये सब हिंदू गुंडे हैं, पूरे बीजेपी के आरएसएस के गुंडे पूरे।
अच्छा, कन्हैया लाल के खूनी भी हिंदू बजरंग दल के थे?
वो भी जो है सो बीजेपी का वो था,
लेकिन उसका बैकअप
बीजेपी
स्टोरी।
का मेंबर था उन्हीं।
हाँ तो बीजे बहुत सारे मोमिन तो बीजेपी का भी मेंबर है, लेकिन आपने उसका बैकअप स्टोरी पढ़ा था क्या कि वो लोग बीजेपी के मतलब
नहीं, आप अब इनसे ना इस बारे में बात ही ना करें, क्योंकि ये बिल्कुल झूठे टाइप का आदमी है। आप कितने भी अभी जो न्यूज़पेपर को झुटला रहे हैं, अखबार को झुटला रहे हैं, एक बंदा मर गया है, वो दुनिया में नहीं है, उसको ये झुटला रहे हैं, तो कुछ भी झुटला देंगे इनके
नहीं
सामने।
तो
इनका
सलमान रुश्दी
ये
पे किसने
बातें
अटैक किया था? सैयद जी, सलमान रुश्दी पे किसने अटैक किया था? वो बीजेपी का
ये
हिंदू था
एक
वो?
हिंदू टेररिस्ट था वो भी।
देखिए, अब हमारे पास भी उंडे है, नहीं बोल के नहीं। अब ये सलमान दर्द का कौन सा उन्हें इनोसेंट हराम का है, उन्हीं भी जो है सो ऐसे वो कामा करने की क्या जरूरत थी
अच्छा,
उसको
तो
लिखने
आप
की।
जाके किसी
देखा
को बुक लिखी है तो आप उसको छुरे से मार देंगे? ये कौन सी बात हुई? लो,
मियाँ साहब, आपको सलमान रुश्दी ने पता है क्या कांड किया है?
क्या काम किया?
उसने जो किताब लिखी है ना, उसमें उसने मोहम्मद के बारे में कुछ बोला ही नहीं। आपने वो किताब पढ़ी है? वो
देखिए साहब, मैं उसको देखिए, वो खुमैनी हराम का जो है सो उन्हीं अपने नाम के वास्ते, उसके वास्ते उन्हें वो फतवा जारी कर रहा था, समझे ना। वो हराम का इस्लाम यूज करके और जो है सो ये कामा करा उन्हें खुमैनी। हालांकि
ठीक है, खोमेनी ने किया तो
सब
है, लेकिन
सब
लेकिन
इस्लाम यूज कर रहे होते हैं, मगर इस्लाम में जो लिखा है वही तो यूज कर रहे हैं। वो कौन सा इस्लाम के खिलाफ कर रहे हैं? इस्लाम में लिखा हुआ है
हाँ
कि किसी को करेगा तो उसकी गला काट दो।
हाँ, अच्छा, अगर खोमेनी शिया है और उसने तो किया है, तो सुन्नी लोगों क्यों सलमान रुश्दी से इतना खुन्नस है? सुन्नियों ने जो कितना सेलिब्रेट किया जो अटैक हुआ है सलमान रुश्दी पे। और आपको हैरानी होगी कि ये जो अटैक हुआ है ना सलमान रुश्दी को, कोई भी सुन्नी ये नहीं बोलता कि ये बीजेपी का बंदा था, ये कोई नहीं बोल रहा कि ये कोई यहूदी था। वो सुन्नी सारे सेलिब्रेट कर रहे थे कि अच्छा हुआ कि सलमान रुश्दी पे अटैक किया है। ऑल्दो सलमान रुश्दी ने उसका जो किताब है सैटेनिक वर्सेस, उसमें उसने कुछ इस्लाम के बारे में लिखा ही नहीं। उसने बस ये किया कि आपके जो मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम है, उनके साथ एक वाकया हुआ था, उसी वाकया से इंस्पायर्ड होके उसने एक नॉवल यानी कि एक फेक इमेजिनरी स्टोरी लिखी है। सलमान रुश्दी ने सिर्फ वो किया है। उसने उसने तो ना कुछ ब्लास्फेमी किया है, ना कोई गाली दी है मोहम्मद को, ना कुछ मुसलमानों को कुछ बोला है। उसने ऐसा कुछ नहीं किया। और जिस वक्त खोमेनी ने जब वो फतवा दिया था, तो कोई भी सुन्नी खोमेनी के भी खिलाफ नहीं गया। वैसे तो सारे एक दूसरे के गर्दन के मतलब छुरी लेके पड़े हुए होते हैं शिया और सुन्नी, लेकिन जब खोमेनी ने वो फतवा दिया था, कोई भी सुन्नी मुस्लिम ये नहीं बोला कि खोमेनी ने गलत किया है।
नहीं, बोलने वाले उसको क्रिटिसाइज करे, नहीं बोल के नहीं, मगर ये क्या है, मुसलमान जो है जोश में आया थे।
नहीं हमन जी, हम ऐसे लोगों की हमें बहुत जरूरत है, जिस टाइप के ये सैयद जी हैं। ये बढ़िया एक्सपोज करते हैं, क्योंकि ये चीजें कोई झुटला नहीं सकता, जो चीजें ये झुटला देते हैं। बहुत अच्छा काम कर रही है। मैं ये कह रहा हूँ कि इसकी जड़ें हिला देंगे इस टाइप के लोग, जो इस्लाम की जिस टाइप के सैयद जी है। क्योंकि ये न्यूज वैसी न्यूज नहीं है कि कोई किसी ने फेक चला दी या फेक हो जाएगा। एनआईए जैसी इन्वेस्टिगेशन एजेंसी ने उनको उठाए हैं, बंदों को जो जिन्होंने मर्डर किया, ठीक है, और वो जेल में है।
अरे मैं इंडिया के जो न्यूज मीडिया है वो तो क्या बोलेंगे उनको, वो रेडिकल, आई मीन क्या बोलूंगा, वो होते हैं ना भाई, क्या बोलूं, मच्छी बाजार वाले, मच्छी बाजार के वो होता न्यूज, वैसे उनका कोई स्टैंडर्ड ही नहीं है उनका। मच्छी बाजार में भी अगर अच्छी बात तहमीज से बात
अच्छा,
करेंगे,
जो
ये
आपकी
तो
साइड पे बोलते हैं, जो आपके लिए बोलते हैं, उनका भी कोई स्टैंडर्ड नहीं है? जो आपकी फेवर में बोलते हैं उनका क्या स्टैंडर्ड है? उनका स्टैंडर्ड है ना?
कौन हमारे फेवर में वो बोलता?
नहीं महलीज जी, एनआईए की बात कर रहा है। ये एनआईए जो मतलब इन्वेस्टिगेशन एजेंसी है बड़ी, मतलब भारत की, जिसका कोई सरकारों से भी कोई लेना देना नहीं होता।
इंडिया में
उसको
जो
भी
है
ये प्रेस रिपोर्ट होती है क्या एनआईए?
ये इंडिया में कोर्ट जो है ना, वो भी जो है सो बेस आप खरीद सकते हो। वो कुछ इंडिया की कुछ है नहीं, लॉ एंड ऑर्डर है
तो
नहीं वहां
रहते
पर।
क्यों?
पूरे
अगर तुम्हें
पूरे
इंडिया में नहीं
पूरे
पसंद है कुछ भी, तो फिर वहां रह क्यों रहे हो? मतलब वैसे कुछ नहीं पसंद,
अरे
पाकिस्तान चले जाओ ना फिर।
अरे मैं हम जूते मार के आपको
जुडिशरी
भगा
पे
देंगे
इनको विश्वास
पाकिस्तान
नहीं।
को।
नहीं सुनो तो,
हम
जुडिशरी पे इनको विश्वास नहीं है।
हम पाकिस्तान जाते हैं,
उसको पहले
हम
बात
पाकिस्तान
सुनो।
जाते हैं।
सुनो सुनो,
वहां से इंडिया से
नहीं, जुडिशरी पे तुम्हें विश्वास नहीं है, जो सरकार पे उस पे उसको तुम्हें विश्वास नहीं है, प्रेस पे तुम्हें विश्वास नहीं है, किस चीज पे, मतलब किस मिट्टी के बने हो लोग यार के? हर चीज पे सवाल है, हर चीज पे। जहाँ के जो आपको मैं बताऊं महलीज जी, नुपुर शर्मा ने जो बोला था उसके लिए नुपुर शर्मा को कोर्ट ने वहीं पे डांटा, मतलब कोर्ट ने इतनी वो कही कि तुम्हारी वजह से सारे मर्डर हुए हैं ये।
हाँ, मैं वही पूछना चाह रही थी कि अब जुडिशरी का उस वक्त क्या था जब नुपुर शर्मा के अगेंस्ट उसने बोल दिया था, तब वो झूठ बोल रही थी या उसको पैसे खिलाए गए थे?
और जहाँ की वो जो राष्ट्रीय प्रवक्ता है उसकी जो आज सरकार में है, सरकार की जो 10 साल मतलब 8 सालों से सरकार है जिनकी, उसकी राष्ट्रीय प्रवक्ता है, उसको जुडिशरी ने पेला वहीं और जी वो मांगने गई थी उसके लिए उसको, और दूसरी और चीजें जितने भी कन्हैया लाल और जितने भी मर्डर हुए इस केस में मोहम्मद वाले में, उन सबको उसके जिम्मे ठहरा दिया और उसको बेल भी नहीं थी, मतलब उसको कोई रिलीफ भी नहीं थी। और उसको जैसे वो नमाज वो रोजे छुड़वाने गया था मोहम्मद साबर, उसे नमाज दे दी थी और पता नहीं क्या दे दिया था, ऐसा हुआ उसके साथ।
और एक और बात सईद साहब, अगर आपको इंडियन ठीक है, आप इंडियन जुडिशरी को नहीं मानते, आप इंडियन न्यूज मीडिया को नहीं मानते, तो आप ये इतना बताएं कि NIA में भी तो बहुत सारे मुस्लिम ऑफिसर्स हैं और CID में भी बहुत सारे मुस्लिम ऑफिसर्स हैं, फिर इंडियन पुलिस में भी बहुत सारे मुस्लिम ऑफिसर्स हैं, तो वो लोग ये जो मुस्लिम ऑफिसर्स हैं उनका फर्ज नहीं बनता?
हेमंत जी जज हैं, जज हैं,
जज भी है, तो क्या उनका
सुप्रीम कोर्ट में जज बैठे हैं मुस्लिम।
हाँ, तो क्या उनका फर्ज नहीं बनता कि वो आके इंडियन इंस्टीट्यूशन में अगर एंटी मुस्लिम बायस है तो ये एंटी मुस्लिम बायस सोच सबूत के साथ एक्सपोज करें?
अरे मियां, हमारे पास कुछ है नहीं पावर, हमारे पास कुछ भी करने के लिए।
अरे आपके ये नुपुर शर्मा की वजह से मोदी गवर्नमेंट, बीजेपी गवर्नमेंट ने नुपुर शर्मा को सस्पेंड नहीं हटा ही दिया। इतना तो पावर है अपने पास, इतना तो चिल्ला के आपने पूरा देश को हिला दिया है। क्या बोल रहे हैं?
वो हम नहीं करे, वो तो बाहर का पावर का रहा वो लोग को। मिडिल ईस्ट
आपको बताऊं 1% से भी कम
वो लोग हमने करे।
महलीज जी 1% से भी लोग कम पारसी हैं जो ईरान से भागे हुए बेचारे यहाँ पे इंडिया में रहते हैं, और पारसी सब, रतन टाटा, वो टाटा हुआ और जी कई ऐसे इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट हैं, और पारसी वो जज है जिसने ये पारदी वाला जो है।
अरे अच्छा, एक सेकंड मैम, मैं सिर्फ सैयद साहब से ये पूछना चाहता हूँ सर, आपका क्या ये मानना है कि इंडिया में मुसलमानों पे जुल्म किया जाता है?
जरूर हो रहा है।
अच्छा, तो एक और सवाल मैं आपसे पूछना चाहता हूँ कि आपको ये भी लगता है कि जो इंडिया में मुसलमानों के हकूक हैं जो उनको मिलना चाहिए वो बिल्कुल नहीं मिल रहे, और जो मोदी सरकार है या हिंदुत्व जो बजरंग दल हैं वो मुसलमानों को ही टारगेट कर रहे हैं, इस्लाम को टारगेट कर रहे हैं उनको डिफेम करने के लिए?
किसको टारगेट? कौन कर रहा टारगेट? मुसलमान
हिंदू लोग कर रहे हैं, बीजेपी कर रही है, कोई भी कर रहा है, बट आप ये मानते हैं कि इनको डिफेम कर रहे हैं इस्लाम को और इंडिया के मुसलमानों को?
कौन डिफेंड कर रहा? नहीं, मैं फॉलो नहीं कर रहा।
डिफेंड नहीं, डिफेम मतलब उनकी
बुराई, छवि को नीचा गिराने के लिए।
हाँ, देखिए मैं बताता हूँ आपको क्या है। देखो सुनिए, मैं बताता हूँ आपको, मैं नुपुर शर्मा को सपोर्ट करता हूँ, समझे ना? इसलिए सपोर्ट करता हूँ, उन्हें सच्चाई बता रही थी उन्हें, समझे ना? तो हमारे मजहब में बहुत सारा गलाजत आ गई है, गंदगियां हैं, वो हदीसों की वजह से आए हैं। तो जो है सो मैं चाहता हूं कि मुसलमानों को जो भी ट्रीटमेंट राइट नाउ ट्रीटमेंट जो हो रहा है हिंदुआ कर रहे हैं उसको भी मैं सपोर्ट करता हूं, इसलिए कि मैं चाहता हूं मुसलमानों को स्ट्रांग होना, उनको जो है सो ऑर्गेनाइज हो जाना वो लोग। मैं चाहता हूं कि मुसलमान स्कूल खोले, बिजनेसेस डाले, गवर्नमेंट छोड़ दो, गवर्नमेंट को वोट डालना छोड़ दो, वोटिंग में हिस्सा ही मत लो। मैं चाहता हूं मुसलमानों को वोटिंग में छोड़ दो, हिस्सा लेना, और बिजनेसेस डेवलप करो, और जो है सो अब तुम लोग का बैकआउट कर रहे हैं ना, वो भी अच्छा है मुसलमानों के लिए। अब वो लोग को जो है सो खुद ही बिजनेसेस ओपन करना पड़ेगा।
एक सेकंड सही साहब, एक तो आपने जो इधर 180 डिग्री का जो अजीब सा बात बोला है आपने कि आप नुपुर शर्मा को सपोर्ट करते हैं। एक तो आपने ये बात बोला है, दूसरा बोला है कि आप ये जो एंटी मुस्लिम बॉयकॉट हो रहा है आप उसको भी सपोर्ट करते हैं क्योंकि ये मुस्लिम के लिए बेहतर है। फिर तीसरा बोल रहे हैं कि आप मुसलमानों को डेवलप होना चाहिए, ये होना चाहिए। ये एक बात समझाएं तो अगर एक तो आपने बहुत बड़ा कॉकटेल मारा है, मुझे तो समझ भी नहीं आ रहा कि मैं इसको कोहेरेंटली डॉट्स को कैसे कनेक्ट करूं। अगर आप नुपुर शर्मा को सपोर्ट करते हैं और अगर ऐसे मुसलमान भी हैं जो कि मुस्लिम हैं जो नुपुर शर्मा को सपोर्ट करते हैं, पहली बात वो लोग ये मीडिया में आके क्यों नहीं बोला। दूसरी बात ये जो लोग नुपुर शर्मा के सर तन से जुदा करने के लिए लगे हैं उनके खिलाफ कोई बात क्यों नहीं की। और फिर आपका दूसरा पॉइंट जो आप खुश हैं कि एंटी मुस्लिम बॉयकॉट हो रहा है क्योंकि मुसलमानों के पास एक फिर रीजन मिल जाएगा सेल्फ इंडिपेंडेंस होने के लिए। इसका मकसद क्या है? आप लोग हिंदुस्तान में रह रहे हैं, आप लोग इंडियंस हैं। सेल्फ इंडिपेंडेंस का मतलब क्या? क्या हैदराबाद और लखनऊ क्या अलग देश बनाएंगे क्या? जो कि बाय द वे कभी पॉसिबल है ही नहीं।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, मैं यही सवाल मेरा भी था कि भाई तुम्हें अलग देश के लिए वो कर रहे होगे काम।
हिंदुस्तान के मुसलमानों ने अलग देश के लिए लड़ चुके हैं, उनको मिल भी चुका है।
अरे मैं आपसे भाई रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा एक सेकंड। सही सर सिर्फ मुझे 2 मिनट देना, मैं आपको बता देता हूँ व्हाई इंडिया इज द ग्रेटेस्ट कंट्री फॉर मुस्लिम। कि इंडिया मुसलमानों के लिए सबसे बहुत बढ़िया मुल्क क्यों है। तो जरा थोड़ा सा सर सुन लेना। इंडिया में ना सर हमारे जो ग्रेट कंपोजर हैं जिन्हें ग्रैमी भी मिल चुका है, उनका नाम है अल्लाह रखा रहमान। हमारे इंडिया ने मोहम्मद रफ़ी, परवीन बाबी, जीनत अमान, अमजद खान, इरफान खान, दिलीप कुमार, फरीदा रहमान जैसे एक्टरों को सर पे बिठाया। और जो हमारे इंडस्ट्री के
तो भूल गए जो
सर
अभी जो
अरे सर सुन तो
शाहरुख
लीजिए।
खान, सलमान खान, ये तो टॉप पे। शाहरुख खान, सलमान खान, आमिर खान।
सुन तो लीजिए सर, हमारे आपको चलो ठीक है, आप 3 खान का आपने चलो नाम ले लिया। और अब क्रिकेटर्स की बात करते हैं सर। जहीर खान पठान ब्रदर, मोहम्मद शमी, मोहम्मद अजरुद्दीन, मोहम्मद कैफ, सानिया मिर्जा, जरीन खान, उस्ताद बिस्मिल्लाह खान। और अब बात करते हैं प्रेसिडेंट्स की। डॉक्टर जाकिर हुसैन, APJ अब्दुल कलाम, अली अहमद। एयरफोर्स के सर इंडिया के 1978 के जो एयर चीफ थे ना सर, वो भी मुस्लिम ही थे। इंडिया के जो इंटेलिजेंस ब्यूरो ऑफ हेड थे आसिफ इब्राहिम थे सर। और हमारे सुप्रीम कोर्ट के जस्टिस जो अभी भाई ने भी इनका नाम लिया, टॉप 5 सर बिलियनियर जो हमारे इंडिया में 100 बिलियनर्स में आते हैं सर, उनमें से टॉप 30 में सर मुस्लिम है टॉप 5। सिप्ला का जो ओनर है सर, उसका सिप्ला कंपनी को तो आपने नाम सुना होगा सर, उसकी मदर एक जू है और उसका फादर मुस्लिम। ये भी सर इंडिया में ही हो सकता है सर। इंडिया इज द हाईएस्ट पॉपुलेशन।
विप्रो जो है अजीम प्रेम जी है विप्रो के।
अरे सर मैं सिप्ला की बात कर रहा हूँ। सिप्ला
देखिए ये इंडिया हमारा कंट्री है, समझे ना। हम प्राउड इंडियन है। हम कोई ऐसा हम कोई
लेट मी सर, अरे सर मुझे फिनिश तो कर लेने दीजिए। इंडिया के सर हाईएस्ट पॉपुलेशन है मुस्लिम मेजॉरिटी कंट्री में, और वो भी एक हिंदू राष्ट्र में। इतने 50 से ज्यादा मुस्लिम देश हैं, पर सबसे ज्यादा मुस्लिम मेजॉरिटी जो है वो इंडिया में है सर। अब मैं सर पॉपुलेशन वाइज बात करता हूँ। लक्षद्वीप में 96% मुस्लिम है, जम्मू कश्मीर में 68, असम में 34, वेस्ट बंगाल में 27, केरला में 26 और उत्तर प्रदेश में 20%। अरे सर हम इनको कैसे माइनॉरिटी कह सकते हैं सर। इंडिया की 3 बड़ी यूनिवर्सिटीज के मैं नाम लूंगा। अलीगढ़ मुस्लिम यूनिवर्सिटी, जामिया
इस्लामिया,
उस्मानिया यूनिवर्सिटी। और अभी भी लाइक ये कहते हैं ना कि हिंदू को टॉलरेंट होना चाहिए, इससे ज्यादा सर हिंदू कितना ज्यादा टॉलरेंट हो सर। और सर मुस्लिमों के पास तो सर अपना खुद का वक्फ बोर्ड है, और वक्फ बोर्ड के पास 6
आपको
लाख
नहीं
एकड़ की जमीन,
नहीं, मैं एक चीज
12,000
बताना चाह रहा था
मिलियन
यहाँ पे।
डॉलर्स की सर उनके पास 2009 की एस्टिमेट का बनता है कि इतने पैसे हैं उनके सर मदरसों
नहीं
में ये पढ़ाया जाता है, जबकि सिर्फ ये इंडिया में ही अलाउ किया जाता है, जहां ये पढ़ाया जाता है कि तुम इस्लाम के नाम पर जिहाद करो, चाहे ये 5%
महलीज जी,
सिर्फ।
एक चीज मैं बताऊं आपको, भारत की राजधानी दिल्ली है। दिल्ली का 70%, 75% वक्फ बोर्ड के अंडर आती है जमीन। वक्फ बोर्ड को पता है आपको क्या एक्ट दे रखा है? अगर मेरी बिल्डिंग पर वक्फ बोर्ड ये कह दे कि भाई ये बिल्डिंग हमारी है, तो आप कोर्ट नहीं जा सकते। आपको कोर्ट नहीं जाना, आपको वक्फ बोर्ड के पास जाना है, चाहे आप कहीं भी रहते हो, वक्फ बोर्ड के ऑफिस पे जाना पड़ेगा आपको, लखनऊ।
अरे सर
और
यही मैं
वहां
कह रहा हूँ सर, इंडिया में ना सिर्फ
लखनऊ जाना पड़ेगा। और अगर
3।
उन्होंने माना नहीं ना कि तुम्हारी जमीन नहीं है, तो वो
अरे
जमीन
यार,
खत्म।
आप लोग सुनिए, आप लोगों को समझ में क्यों नहीं आ रही? वो सैयद जी ये कह रहे हैं कि अभी हमने पूरा कब्जा नहीं किया, हमको पूरा हिंदुस्तान दे दो, हम उसको शरिया लॉ बनाएंगे। आप समझा करो ना बात। आप लोग
नहीं,
बता रहे हो क्या है क्या है क्या है।
तुम
भाई
जैसा
वो तो है ही इनका कि
तुम
इन्होंने कब्जा
हिंदुओं
कर
की जैसा बात कर रहे हैं आप। आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड वो।
नहीं,
आई
एक
मीन
एक चीज और
मैं
मैं
वही
बताना
बात कर
चाह
रही
रहा
हूँ
हूँ।
ना जो आपके
1500
दिल में
साल
है,
पुराना,
सैयद जी बोल
महलीज
दो।
जी, बस एक चीज बताना चाह रहा हूं मैं। 1500 साल पुराना एक केरला का गांव है। 1500 साल पुराना, 1500 साल पुराना, उसमें एक मंदिर है। 1500, जब इस्लाम पैदा भी नहीं हुआ था, वो मंदिर और वो पूरा गांव वक्फ बोर्ड ने अपने नाम कर लिया। उस पर दावा करा, क्योंकि कोर्ट तो जा नहीं सकते। कोर्ट में ये वक्फ बोर्ड का जो एक्ट है, कोर्ट नहीं जा सकते आप वक्फ बोर्ड से ही बात कर सकते हो। तो वक्फ बोर्ड ने क्या करा, पूरा पूरा गांव अपने अंडर ले लिया। वो तो अब ऐसे पता चला, एक आदमी गरीब था, उसने अपनी जमीन बेच के अपनी लड़की की शादी करनी थी। तो उसने जब जमीन बेचने गया वो अपनी, तो उसने चेक करा कि वहां पे देखा तो ये वक्फ बोर्ड के नाम चढ़ी हुई है जमीन। तो उनने कहा भाई मेरी कब वक्फ बोर्ड के नाम जमीन होगी? पूरा का पूरा गांव, 1500 साल पुराना मंदिर, जब उसका जन्म भी नहीं हुआ था, जब मोहम्मद साहब आए भी नहीं थे पृथ्वी पे, जब उससे पहला मंदिर है वो। अब देखो आप, वो वक्फ बोर्ड के नाम है। पुलिस स्टेशन, सरकारी दफ्तर, सब वक्फ बोर्ड ने अपने नाम। क्योंकि अगर ये सरकारी जमीन पे भी कब्जा कर लेगा ना वक्फ बोर्ड, तो आप कोर्ट नहीं जा सकते। जाना आपको वक्फ बोर्ड पे ही। वक्फ बोर्ड एक टर्मिनल होता है, उसके पास ही जाना पड़ेगा। अगर उसने ये कह दिया कि भाई तुम जाओ घर, तो जमीन खत्म, तो आपकी बिल्डिंग हो, मकान हो, दुकान हो, सब खत्म, फिर
वहां
उसी की
सर
हो जाएगी।
वो उस बंदे को अब कोर्ट में ये प्रूव करना है कि ये जमीन मेरी कैसे है। वो वक्फ बोर्ड को प्रूव नहीं करना, वक्फ बोर्ड ने वो हड़प ली। अब उस बंदे ने प्रूव करना है कि ये जमीन मेरी है। और सबसे पहले सर
और
सबसे
उसकी
इसमें
लड़की की
जो
शादी टूट गई इस वजह से ही, उसकी
जी
लड़की
सर,
की शादी टूट गई।
और इस चीज का सबसे सर लाइक दोगलापन ऐसे पता लगता है कि अगर वो जमीन वक्फ बोर्ड की थी, तो उस बंदे ने कैसे खरीदी वो जमीन, अगर वो जमीन वक्फ बोर्ड की थी। 3 सर इंडिया में सबसे बड़े लैंड ओनर 3 ही हैं। सबसे पहले है रेलवे, दूसरा डिफेंस और तीसरा वक्फ। 6 लाख एकड़ सर इनके पास,
ये
6
ये
लाख एकड़ जमीन है
ये
इंडिया
नया
में।
पाकिस्तान के
प्रोपेगेंडा स्टार्ट
बराबर जमीन है वक्फ बोर्ड के पास इस टाइम।
ये नया
पाकिस्तान जितना है उसके बराबर केवल वक्फ बोर्ड के पास जमीन है इस टाइम। अब आप देख लो महलीज जी।
ये नया प्रोपेगेंडा स्टार्ट करे तुम लोग। हाँ, ये था ही नहीं अब।
क्या मतलब? कौन सा प्रोपेगेंडा भाई? प्रोपेगेंडा तो आप लोग, आपने नहीं किया कब्जा।
प्लीज चेक कर लो, चेक कर लो, मैं
नहीं
दिखा
नहीं,
दूंगा आप।
आप क्या कह रहे हैं सैयद जी कि आप लोगों ने कब्जा नहीं किया, आपका वक्फ बोर्ड नहीं है? क्या बोलना चाहिए, क्या गलत है, क्या प्रोपेगेंडा है, बताइए ना, हमें नहीं पता, बताइए।
वक्फ बोर्ड क्या किसी की भी प्रॉपर्टी ले लेता?
ले ही
हाँ,
तो
वो
रहा
ले
है
लेता।
ना।
पहले ये बताइए आप, वक्फ बोर्ड किसको बोलते सो?
आप
जो है
बताए ना,
वक्फ बोर्ड उसको
हमें तो
बोल
पता
दो।
नहीं।
नहीं,
सैयद जी आप सवाल नहीं करें, एक
आपको
सेकंड,
आप
एक
बोल रहे
सेकंड,
हैं।
सैयद साहब, एक सेकंड भाई, हम गलत हैं, हमें कुछ
नहीं
नहीं पता।
नहीं नहीं
आप
नहीं
बताएं हमको क्या
नहीं
सही।
नहीं नहीं नहीं, आप बोल रहे हैं ना वक्फ बोर्ड ले लेती है बोलकर, तो बताइए आपको
है
क्या
ना,
है
तो
वक्फ
हमें
बोर्ड।
देखिए, हमें तो रॉन्ग इन्फॉर्मेशन मिली है ना, हम चाह रहे हैं कि हम हमको सही इन्फॉर्मेशन दें। हमने जो पढ़ा, हमें जो बताया, मैं वो बता दिया आपको। अब आप बताएं ना सही क्या है, अब इधर उधर मत भागे ना, आप बताएं ना सही क्या है।
इल्जाम कहीं को लगाए, आप बोले क्या वक्त पर ले लेती है
बताएं ना
बोलकर।
भाई, इल्जाम लगाए तो आप उसको
देखिए,
क्लियर करें ना, इधर
मैं
उधर मत
यहाँ पर
भागें।
बताता हूँ, या पूरे जितने भी है किसी को भी नहीं मालूम वक्फ बोर्ड क्या है, सो किसी को भी नहीं मालूम।
अरे
बोलो, अगर
मैम
तुम्हारे
मैम
को एक भी
मैं
मालूम है तो बोलो क्या है वक्फ बोर्ड।
अच्छा सर मैं मैं
नो
बताता
नो
हूँ।
नो,
एजुकेट
जी
करो
जी
हमको,
पहले
सिखाओ भाई हमको,
बताओ
सिखाओ।
वक्फ बोर्ड क्या है, सो बताओ क्या है तुम लोगों को।
अरे सर
नहीं
सिखाओ सिखाओ
अरे
हमको,
सर
एक
सिखाओ।
वो
सेकंड
भी
एक
तो
सेकंड
हम
एक
किसी
सेकंड,
को भी नहीं मालूम।
एथियस 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 नहीं, इनको बताने दो, हमें नहीं पता, हम जाहिल है, हमें कुछ नहीं पता। आप बताएं, आप बताइए।
नहीं, अब वो जाके पढ़ के बताओ, देखो क्या है वक्फ बोर्ड का।
सैयद
क्या
जी, ये नहीं
क्या
नहीं
है।
नहीं नहीं,
महली
सुने
जी
मेरी
मैंने ना
बात, एक सेकंड सुनो सुनो मेरी बात सुनो। ये आके ना चुटकुलियां मत मारा करें, यानी हम जो चीज आपको बोल रहे हैं वो भी हम दिखाएं, उसको अगर काउंटर करना है वो भी हम दिखाएं। यानी हम यहाँ बैठे हैं आपको चीजें दिखाने के लिए।
देखिए, मैं
नहीं नहीं,
आपको
मेरे
बोला।
पास इतना टाइम है कि
नहीं,
मैं
मैं
आपकी भी
झूठ
चीजें
नहीं बोल,
सर्च कराऊं, आपकी भी चीजें सर्च
नहीं
करके दिखाऊं आपको, दूसरों की भी चीजें सर्च करके दिखाऊं। आपने वहां बैठे रहना है और कुछ करना नहीं है, जैसे मुसलमान करते हैं। दूसरे कर दो मेरा
नहीं
काम, मैं कुछ नहीं करूंगा।
जी, मैंने इसका आर्टिकल शेयर करा है न्यूज का, आप देखो इसको।
मैं
इसमें
तो
प्राइवेट
पढ़
में डाला।
चुकी हूँ लाइट जी, मैं पढ़ चुकी हूँ।
1500 साल पुराना मंदिर है,
मैं
देखो
इनके
आप,
मुंह
पूरा
से
गांव
सुनना चाह रही हूँ, मैं इनके मुंह से सुनना चाह रही हूँ कि वक्फ बोर्ड क्या है, ये बता देना हमको। हम सारे, हमको नहीं पता, पूरी दुनिया को नहीं पता, इन्हें पता है सैयद को। ये बताएंगे ना हमको क्या है, बताएं सैयद जी, आपको पूरा
देखिए,
मौका दिया है।
वक्फ बोर्ड जो है सो मुस्लिम्स की प्रॉपर्टी है वो। और जो डोनेशन दे देते हैं मुसलमानों को, अब जैसा कि मस्जिद है, कब्रस्तान है, और भी जो प्रॉपर्टी मुसलमान है, वो डोनेशन जो है सो वक्फ बोर्ड को दे देते हैं। और वो वक्फ बोर्ड जो है सो मुसलमानों के वास्ते खर्च करते हैं। ये है वक्फ बोर्ड। वक्फ बोर्ड किसी की प्रॉपर्टी नहीं ले सकते, उसके साथ पेपर्स होना पड़ता, लीगल डॉक्यूमेंट हो रहते हैं। तो वही जो है सो उनके पास रहते हैं, डॉक्यूमेंट्स रहते हैं उनके। वो किसी भी की प्रॉपर्टी जाके कब्जा नहीं कर ले सकते। ये जैसा कि आप किसी का घर कब्जा नहीं कर सकते, वक्फ बोर्ड भी किसी का घर कब्जा नहीं कर ले सकते। ये है।
तो मंदिर कौन डोनेशन दिया भाई?
ये तुम्हारा
मंदिर
मंदिर
क्यों दिया
किसने
भाई
डोनेशन
डोनेशन
में दे
वक्फ
दिया?
बोर्ड
प्रोपेगेंडा है
को?
ये।
1500 साल पुराना।
ये तुम्हारा जस्ट प्रोपेगेंडा है ये तुम्हारा, और कुछ भी नहीं।
अरे
महली जी एक
भाई
बार इसको
क्या बात कर रहे हैं भाई?
यार नहीं,
शेयर करो
सुने
आप
मुझे एक
एक बार।
बात बताएं सैयद जी, इस्लाम कितने साल पहले आया था? बताइए, इस्लाम की पैदाइश कब हुई थी?
अब इसका इस्लाम से क्या ताल्लुक है वक्फ
और
बोर्ड से।
भाई इस्लाम कब पैदा हुआ था बता देना, कोई ताल्लुक नहीं है, आप मुझे पता नहीं है ना, इस वजह से आपसे पूछ रही हूँ।
1400 ईयर अगो।
अच्छा, तो ये जो गांव है, ये जो मंदिर बना हुआ है, ये तो 1500 साल पुराना है, ये
भाई
आपका
ये
कैसे हो गया?
मैं बोल रहा हूं ना, ये सिर्फ प्रोपेगेंडा है।
अच्छा, प्रोपेगेंडा, यानी आप लोगों ने उस पे वो नहीं किया, यू डिडंट गो उस पे, आपने हक जमाने की वो नहीं किया।
अरे देखो, चलो एक है भी समझो, गांव भी है समझो, उसके भी तो पेपर्स होना पड़ेगा ना। उसके भी पेपर, बगैर पेपर के वक्फ बोर्ड के
देखो शायद,
अंडर में
शायद भाई
आता ही नहीं है
आप एक
ना।
काम करो, थोड़ा एक मिनट एक मिनट, आप इसके बारे में थोड़ा पढ़ो, इसके बारे में थोड़ा सीखो। ये मामला इसलिए आया है क्योंकि एक बूढ़ी महिला, जिसका बाप का, सॉरी, जिसका पति का बाप का ये प्रॉपर्टी था, वो उसे बेचना चाहती थी। तो वो वक्फ वक्फ बोर्ड वाले ये कह रहे थे कि नहीं, आप हमसे परमिशन लेना, ये हमारी प्रॉपर्टी है, ठीक है। एंड जब उसके टॉपिक में गया, अब तो ये तमिलनाडु में हुआ है, ये आप जाके थोड़ा उसके बारे में पढ़िए। जब ये यहाँ पे अथॉरिटीज के पास गए थे, तो अथॉरिटीज ने ये बोला है कि हाँ, ये वक्फ बोर्ड वाले इसको अपना जमीन बोलते हैं, बल्कि उसके पास, वो महिला के साथ पास सब कागज है उसका,
हाँ तो
वो
सुनो।
प्रॉपर्टी का।
हाँ
उसका, एक मिनट मैं बोल रहा हूँ ना।
हाँ
फिर डिस्ट्रिक्ट कलेक्टर को इंटरफेयर होना पड़ा। वो देख रहे थे कि ये क्या मामला है, कागज तो इसके पास है, एंड वक्फ बोर्ड वाले ये कह रहे हैं कि ये पूरी विलेज, ये पूरा जो गांव है वो हमारा है, जिसमें मंदिर भी आता है, लोगों का घर भी आता है, स्कूल भी आता है, सब कुछ हमारा।
उनके पास पेपर है वक्फ बोर्ड पे।
पेपर है ना भाई, हाँ पेपर है, तो वो लोग मानने के लिए तैयार नहीं है। ये लोग बोल रहे हैं कि हमारे हमारे पास पेपर है, हम कोर्ट जाएंगे। तो
नहीं,
वक्फ बोर्ड
इंग्लिश
ये
में
कह रहा है
तो नहीं जा सकते, क्योंकि वक्फ बोर्ड ही ऐसा है कि हम कोर्ट कचहरी पे जाते नहीं है, ये हमारा प्रॉपर्टी है तो है, आप जा नहीं सकते कोर्ट को।
ये सुनो सुनो, वक्फ बोर्ड किसी की भी प्रॉपर्टी ले लेके बोलता है ये हमारी है, वो तो रख ले सकते।
आओ भाई, वही कर रहा वही तो हो रहा है। और आपको इसमें ये एक्ट में ये अमेंडमेंट है कि आप इसके खिलाफ कोर्ट नहीं जा सकते।
तो अब तुम लोग क्या,
आप कोर्ट नहीं जा सकते।
क्या अब प्लान क्या है तुम्हारा, क्या करने का है, दे देने का है?
अरे मेरा प्लान कुछ नहीं है भाई, हमारा ये प्लान है भाई, ये 1500 साल पुराने मंदिर और गांव है, इनको दे दो वापस।
सेकंड सुनो मेरी बात सुनो। ये कह रहे हैं कि पंजाब और हरियाणा में हिंदूज अभी भी वक्फ को रेंट पे कर रहे हैं उन घरों में रहने के लिए जो घर मुस्लिम छोड़ के पाकिस्तान गए पार्टीशन के टाइम। जी, अभी तक रेंट पे कर रहे हैं वो लोग।
अच्छा, आपको महलीज जी एक मैं बात बताऊं, क्या हुआ था जब हिंदुस्तान और पाकिस्तान अलग अलग हो रहा था, तो जो इंडिया से मुस्लिम पाकिस्तान गए, तो ये इस तरीके से गए, इन्होंने जैसे 3 भाई हैं तो एक भाई यहीं छोड़ दिया, 2 भाई वहां पहुंच गए, तो जितनी प्रॉपर्टी रही, जो कुछ फालतू भी चले गए, तो वो वक्फ बोर्ड ने अपने अंडर ले ली जमीन। जो फुल्ली फैमिली चली गई थी, वक्फ बोर्ड ने अपने, उधर से वे हिंदू जो आए थे वो आज भी रेंट पे ही रहते हैं, उन्हें यहाँ आके जमीन नहीं मिली। ठीक है जी, वक्फ बोर्ड उनके रेंट लेता है उनसे, वो जमीनें सब जितनी यहाँ की मुस्लिम जमीन, मुसलमानों की जमीन थी, वो सब जमीन वक्फ बोर्ड के अंडर आई। वो सारी
तो
वक्फ बोर्ड,
हिंदुओं को अपना वक्फ बोर्ड बनाना चाहिए पाकिस्तान में, नहीं?
हाँ, लेकिन और यहाँ बेचारे वो किराए पर रहते हैं, वहां प्रॉपर्टी अपने महल छोड़ के आए हैं। ठीक है, और इन्होंने क्या करा, जो वहां जाकर वहां हिंदुओं की कब्जाई अद्दी, मतलब वहां हिंदुओं की पे जाकर कब्जा हो गया और यहाँ इनके पास रहेगी, और जो पूरी फैमिली खत्म हो गई वो मतलब चली गई, वो वक्फ बोर्ड के अंडर आ गई। ये इन्होंने टेक्निक अपनाई।
महलीज मैम, मैं सिर्फ आपसे एक क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहता हूँ मैम, आप पाकिस्तान से आए हो ना जैसे, तो मैम आप वडेरा सिस्टम का आप जानते हो कि वडेरा सिस्टम जो पाकिस्तान के गाँव में या जैसे ट्राइबल एरियाज में जो वडेरा सिस्टम है, उस बारे में आप जानते हो मैम?
मैं खुद एक वडेरे की बेटी थी यार, मैं तो बहुत अच्छे तरीके से जानती हूँ इनको।
तो लाइक अगर आपको प्रॉब्लम ना हो तो आप इनको भी बताना चाहोगे उस बारे में कि वो लाइक क्या लाइक है चीज या क्या नहीं?
नहीं, वडेरों का वक्फ से तो कुछ ताल्लुक नहीं है, मगर वडेरे भी करते हैं जाकर।
एग्जैक्टली वही बात मैं एक कहना चाहूंगा मैम, जैसे आपने स्ट्रीम पहले स्टार्ट की थी ना ईरान से, और जो हो रहा है हमारे यहाँ कनाडा में जो स्कूल का बताया आपने, तो हमारी ये वही आपने हमेशा कहते हो ना भी हमारी स्ट्रीम शुरू कहाँ से होती है और चली हिंदुत्व और किधर किधर चली जाती है, सेम थिंग मैम यही हुई है। और जो हमारे देख लीजिए यूएस से भी जो जुड़े थे हमारे आपके कॉलर्स, और आई थिंक वी आर डिविएटिंग फ्रॉम द पॉइंट where
नहीं,
we
बस मैं अभी
started the
खत्म करने
stream.
वाली हूँ। एनीवेज आई एम गोना बी फिनिशिंग द स्ट्रीम क्योंकि जरा ज्यादा हो गई, 2 घंटे से ऊपर की हो गई है। वो तो सैयद जी आए ना, तब सैयद जी को कैसे छोड़ दें, वो आके साथ ही उन्होंने कह दिया कि ये तो गलत है, ये तो झूठ है।
अरे मैम उन्होंने इंडिया के नेशनल इन्वेस्टिगेशन एजेंसी को ही झूठ करार दे दिया, इंडिया की जुडिशियरी को झूठ करार दे दिया। वो सही है मैम, हम सारी गलत हैं, हमको नहीं पता कुछ, हम उनसे ज्ञान ले रहे हैं, तो उनको बताने की
चले आज की वैसे भी सुने आज की वैसे भी स्ट्रीम इंग्लिश में थी, तो एंड में हमने उर्दू पे आ गए। तो सैयद जी सुबह क्या आपकी रात हो रही होगी, मेरी सुबह होगी। अभी से मैंने 11:30 का सेट किया है, तो 10.5 आवर्स, 10-10.5 घंटों
इंडिया में 10:30 मॉर्निंग 10:30।
हाँ नहीं हमारा 10:30। तो मेरा सुबह नहीं आपका नहीं होगा, मेरा जब सुबह
इंडिया के 8
होगा 11 o'clock मैंने करा है ना, 11
तो इंडिया का 8:30 हो गया।
बता देगा मुझे इंडिया टाइम
8:30 मैम,
8:30 होगा। हाँ तो फिर नहीं 8:30 होगा। हाँ 8:30 तो 8:30 बजे मैं आऊंगी, तो आप लोग तब आइएगा। तब तक के लिए मुझे इजाजत दें, क्योंकि मालीज को आ रही थी, वैसे मुझे बड़ी नींद आ रही थी, मैं दवाइयां ले रही थी उसकी। यू कैन सी आई एम टायर्ड टू माय सेल्फ। सुबह 7 बजे की उठी हुई हूँ, तो अब मुझे नींद आ रही है, मैं जाके जरा सोऊंगी। बॉडी में भी मेरे ऐसा दर्द हो रहा है इस वक्त, because I'm so tired. I've been up all day walking.
No ma'am, you deserve some rest. go ahead, recharge yourself, come back,
and
then we can,
thank
take
you
some.
so much, everybody. Okay, chale, theek hai.
Have a good night, man.
Sayyid ji
Okay,
karaiye.
bye.
Thank
Chale,
you.
good night,
Bye.
good night, good night, good night, the atheist. Okay, guys, sorry, I have to call it off. I know itni lambi stream karni nahi thi, maine magar ho gayi. Thank you, everybody. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and you can also join me on Patreon, OnlyFans, become a member, blah 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 blah, all that stuff. Do go join my OnlyFans. There's nothing that is going to offend you there. But if you are like, oh my god, there's no nude content, then don't join, because then you're going to be disappointed, right? So if you want to see all my pictures, my modeling pictures, my old pictures, old videos, I put everything on there. There's like over 400, over 450 pictures and media on there. So I forget. But anyways, have an amazing evening, good night, good morning, wherever you are. Okay. Mwah. Bye, everybody.